People, we're back!
Buenos dias, bitches.
Welcome back, Yuri.
I like being back. Being back's really nice. It's fun.
We've only been gone a week.
Listen, you don't understand. I was so upset about missing Wednesday. Like, I was like actual, like when I posted sad plate meal noises, I was like, only reason why I wasn't actually sitting, doing that actual pose was because I don't have plate mail.
Just eat some Reese's Puffs. It's fine.
Oh!
That's a good point. Reese's, just kick, get on a sugar high. Just let myself.
Oh my god, you're back, you absolute fucking gremlin.
Listen,
What? I'm eating Reese's Puffs.
he likes Reese's Puffs. But as I have mentioned before, with this campaign, I have essentially took the rule book and said I'm going to use the rules, and then looked at the story, kind of grabbed it and threw it out the window. Was like, I'm going to just do whatever the fuck I want. But thing is, I'm going to do that by having you guys do whatever the fuck you want. There's stuff that your characters want to do and whatnot, and goals you have. But I'm going to make it very loosey-goosey about how you guys want to, interpret that and how you guys want to get there. That being said, you guys have just finished with where you were at before. We can wait for Paris to get back, just to make sure we can, go through everything in case she wants to look at things, because I remember her saying that her father was a merchant. She wanted to make sure that the pricing of the jewels was taken care of. I'm doing this all in one breath. If you guys want.
I want to start a business.
What business would you like to start up?
That's just out of character. I don't think Nikolai would do that.
Okay. Me, I'm all game for this. Just know.
Can I be both the prostitute and the pimp? Is that a thing that happens?
You're pimping yourself out.
It's called being just a regular sex worker.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. New mission statement.
Also, apparently Taru has decided she does not wish to speak with us, or she's eating food.
I'm here.
We know you're here. You're just muted.
Yeah.
Are you sneepy?
No, I'm still setting things up.
No worries. No worries. No worries.
Where did we leave off? We fought a siren. A
Banshee.
siren or a banshee? I don't know. We fought something like that.
You found a banshee.
Okay.
You just got around her and just started kicking her.
Cool. And then we took care of that. Did we get paid for that?
You're going to.
Okay. So we're going back to the building, I guess.
1 second here.
The tavern. I guess we're doing that.
The Phoenix Inn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we fucking do that. It's like on the beach where we are, right?
Yes. And Lei had come out of the ocean as a crocodile.
Oh yeah, because she had there was a thing.
She remembered that they like shiny things, and from where it had spawned from, there was a cache of goodies that she brought up with her.
Oh, what did she get? Did you go over that?
That's why I was asking if we wanted to wait for Paris, because she was the one who has the ability to look over the gemstones that came out.
They do that in the bar.
Yeah, imagine she'd be fun.
I attempt to get the sand out of places that sand should not be.
Yep,
Why
makes sense.
turn to that sentence?
Because that's how you're re-entering the bar. You're kicking out your boots.
Hey, Paris.
Shaking out your pants.
Yes, guys. No!
Oh, pants. Okay, so we're back in the bar and fuck. Juniper is checking over the gems, just seeing how much they're worth.
Yes.
I don't know, Nikolai's just gonna stand behind her because he has nothing else to do. I don't know.
The idea of Judy just trying to do what she says.
He's just living.
Oh my god! And there's just a fucking giant just lurking.
Yeah, he doesn't really have much else to to be doing.
Like midway, gauging, she kind of turns back to look at him. Yeah? What you need?
Me?
Yeah,
You! She turned around and looked at you. You're the one hovering.
She turned to
Oh, no,
Nikolai.
Nikolai's asking
Oh.
that.
Sorry.
He was kind of spacing out. How much are the rocks worth?
I'll tell you in a minute. I'm just wondering why you're so close.
I have nothing else to be doing at the moment.
6 feet, bitch.
He's not standing like that close. He's just like behind her chair or something. He's like spacing him.
He just kind of pats his arm and goes back to looking it over.
I imagine him doing like the sitting on a chair, but the chair's like flipped backwards, so he's just like leaning on it and putting his chin on it.
Yeah, he's doing that. I like that. That's cute. Yeah, I like that. He's doing that.
Oh, what do I gotta roll to see how much down?
Roll an intelligence check.
Wait, hang on. Did I already roll this actually? Yeah, I did. Wisdom 19.
Oh yeah, then you're not 100% certain, just because you don't have jeweler's tools proficiency or jeweler's tools. You'd say at least 20 gold.
Each or?
Each.
Oh lord.
How many of them are there?
I think 6.
Okay.
No, there was 6 art pieces. Yeah, 6 art pieces. Yeah.
Still ask about like 20 extra gold a person.
Roughly, yeah. How much start?
Not
How much
roughly,
start?
exactly.
Well, because it's an approximate, not an exact. How much of our pieces looking?
Actually, I have proficiency in coding supplies. For
Are we
once.
all aware of
The art supplies were the thing. What? Or the what?
Are we all aware of these treasures?
Yeah,
Lay didn't make it secret.
Alright.
this is what Lay came back with inside her giant crocodilian mouth.
She was hiding all the paintings in her mouth.
Still,
Wait, actually, if they're paintings, I can roll for it. Unless you just,
Oh.
unless I'm just gauging the gems in the paintings.
They're not paintings, is the thing. They're
Oh.
art pieces.
Okay.
Yes, that was the reason why. I'm remembering now.
may I
So-
inspect the jewels?
Yes, you can inspect the jewels as part of the art pieces. The jewels were meant to be part of the art pieces. That's why I was like, something's wrong here, but I'm remembering. With the 26, you can gauge roundabout. They are closer to 25 gold a piece. They're not the most expensive gemstones, but with the art pieces to decorate them, their value actually does go up a decent amount. You'd have to sell it to the right person to be willing to give it a full price, but some people will probably undersell you closer to the 20 mark unless you're able to talk smart, which you now have the ability to say that you've looked it over with your jeweler's tools. You can essentially, since you have the proficiency, you can essentially give a seal of authenticity in case someone wants to sell it, essentially giving them advantage on attempts to sell it for that price.
Nice.
Because I think that's a nice mechanic, because if you're using jeweler's tools, you should be able to put a seal of authenticity, basically give people advantage to persuade people to buy it for the price that it's worth.
I need my shit.
Phil just kind of, he points his finger up and goes, at 20 gold you would be selling yourself short. It's 25 more.
Well, I am the daughter of a merchant. We tend to sell people short. But thank you.
No, opposite. You want to buy low, sell high. Yes, sir.
I mean, why? Oh, honestly, since Lay got him, I'll hand him back to her. No. Back, beast!
Sorry. Did you say how much they were worth?
Yes.
25.
25 each? 25 gold each. Then she'll take it, and I guess she'll be like, I don't know. Can we sell them? Can we sell them in town? Where
Up to
should we
you.
sell them?
You do see the Phoenix Inn bartender kind of poke their head out. Y'all good?
We're fine.
Fantastic.
You wouldn't know where we could sell these, do you?
Depends on where you want to sell them.
Oh,
Literally, I can take you anywhere to sell them.
Where would be the best place?
Well, for something like that, it depends. If you're going to try and sell it as an exotic ware, the plane of air or water might be fine. If you're trying to sell it more as like a potential piece to try and do like some minor magical sort of stuff, you might be able to get somewhere like one of the temples in, is it the astral plane or limbo? That's one of those two. You might also be able to get some good stuff if you go. Actually, no, don't go to the Beastlands with those. They don't care. Mechanus might like. No, they're too. They're not symmetrical. Primus wouldn't like that. No, yeah, no. You can go to a lot of places.
Plane of air it is.
That sounds good.
By the way, the other two items, the bottle of oil and the
Yeah.
water skin, did we figure out what we were doing with those?
Well, I think we're keeping the flask of decanter of endless water because, damn, if that doesn't ever become useful.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
useless.
I think I don't know who wanted that. I think it was yeah. Sil gave it to you.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say they would be interested in that.
wasting her like, give me.
Sil is going to. He'll leave the oil of ether.
Huh?
He'll leave the oil of ether on the sound for anyone.
I'll take it.
Sally's ready.
All right, that works out then.
I give the oil to second class.
Okay. And okay, yeah. Then I guess that works out. We're going to the somewhere in the air.
In the morning, I'm guessing.
You hear noise from the back, and then you hear poke that out. Oh, in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We if you need rooms,
Really rest.
fair enough. You need rooms. Also, were you wanting to get, some of the cool big rooms, or were you just wanting to get like, hay bale, sleep with the animals, what sort not? We got multiple sort of. We've got rooms even bigger than that one actually. I have rooms good enough that a king would walk in there, walk back out, and say, "Why don't I have this in my room?"
Bigger and better.
You want the biggest room, or do you want just a big room?
Biggest.
That point's Journey.
Do you want to go there together, or?
She owes me a drink first.
He is right.
he reaches behind the bar, grabs a drink, sets it on the table.
She's paying for it, and he sits down next to it.
You're sharing it. How much?
That's at your on your tab.
She pulls out her bag. I don't do well with tabs.
This, he taps it. Have I aged this yet? Oh yeah, I definitely aged it. No, I aged it. This is good shit. He kind of like takes the cork, he sniffs the cork. He doesn't uncork. He just sniffs the top of it. Probably good. No, it's not like a fine wine, but it's a good ale. 5 gold.
I'll give him 5 gold.
Takes it, gives you the bottle. Now, if you'll follow me, I walks up the stairs.
She pats Ned's shoulder. Don't drink the entire thing. And I'll follow after him.
Really quick, I just got here and I paid. For this job
No,
we
we
just
have
did. I
not
can't
gotten
remember if
paid
we
yet.
got paid.
Not
You'll
yet.
get paid in the morning!
Want to make sure.
I didn't forget. Do you all want to come up to the room or just these two?
Yeah, I'll take a look at the room.
All right. So just you three?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
not
not
come.
going up there.
Yeah, they're not
Yes.
coming.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna take a drink of his cider and just yeah.
Okay. So
Just have a regular room.
fair enough. So you go up the stairs, you see the hallway that has the normal rooms, and then you go up another flight of stairs. As you're going up the second flight of stairs, a thought occurs to you. This tavern is like 3 stories tall at most from the outside. There's definitely a 4th story walkway up there.
Nice.
It's basically just the TARDIS.
I'm going upstairs.
Yep, he's leading you up the stairs. Eventually, though, even though there's more stairs going up, he stops and takes a right at 5 stories up. And he eventually goes to one of the doorways, which is a double door. Looks at you guys, and it looks fairly plain on this side. He grabs the handles, and he's just like, "You ready?" Nah, you're not ready. He pushes it open, and inside is a massive room. It's basically the size of the tavern room, but 4 times that, with a massive bed, pillows galore. That bed frame that has, like, the veils just draping off of it, so if you have someone on the bed and someone walks in, you only see the shadowy image visage behind it.
Can't be bad.
Yes, I think. Multiple different candles that are just kind of spread around for various types of mood lighting.
Quiet murmuring and so on.
Well, what exactly? I didn't know if I said it laser.
Yeah.
You
didn't.
This is a fuck room.
As I said,
She told me.
nobility have wanted this.
Wait, what?
As I said, there are some nobility who have wanted rooms like this. There's a very, very soft smell to the room. Makes you feel very just relaxed. And, oh, I almost forgot. There's multiple stringed instruments that as soon as the doors open start playing music. No one's playing them. They're just
Christ.
playing music. Just gentle, soft music.
Riggs ain't got nothing on this.
Right. Holy crap. Jimmy's immediately walking in.
Walking where?
Walking in.
Oh, there's also a side door to the right that leads to this porcelain white room that you can kind of peek into and see bits of.
I'll go a little peek.
Okay.
It's basically got a normal jacuzzi? Yeah, imagine that being expanded as a bathtub. As well as over top of the jacuzzi is various holes in the ceiling.
What?
He looks
What?
at you. You want to see how it works?
Can I see this guy through it?
No.
Alright.
Please.
He walks over and there's like a lever, and he's like, "This is for hot, this is for cold." Which, by the way, in this day and age, this technology doesn't quite exist unless you go to more gnomish areas. He grabs it, pulls it, and from the ceiling comes almost like a rainfall of water.
Nice.
It's like the chain you pull on like next to a stripper pole that just dumps the water on.
Yes, but more like a rain, and it actually keeps going, and it can be heated to your preference. Or if you want, on the other side of the room, is to just fill it directly with water from these little holes on the side.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can cleanse yourself. We have lye, and we have various scrubbing devices of your choice. I don't know if you have any preference for your hair care, but obviously if you want to look your best, you got to look your best.
Judy looks at Tabby.
That's who he's pointing at. If you need anything specific for it, this is what I got. I can see if I can get more. It'll just take some time. If you need anything for hair care, There's a countertop over there. It's got various odds and ends for any trimmings that you may need to do. Dead hairs and whatnot. Also, nail care is on the other side of the room. If you want to, just keep yourself trimmed, what you need to take care of. Yeah.
How much was it?
Per day? Since you guys are going to be frequent flyers, I would say 10 gold.
I'll hand him 10 gold.
Dave.
He takes 10 gold. From both of
I
you.
think he needs 10 gold from all of you.
No, it's only for the party members who want to be in this room to stay in. But he'll take 10 gold from both of you. He'll take care of more than one day.
2 days.
At least 2 days. Yeah.
By the way, I will at some point ask after my cashola situation, but not right now.
Your what situation?
Well, my cash situation.
Yes.
Just wanted to double check. I didn't take the magical item that I took the last time I was playing this character.
Uh-huh.
So I imagine I have a significantly larger amount of gold.
DM me what the item was.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized you had one and then swapped it out.
Yeah.
Well, I had one last campaign, if you'll remember.
Yeah,
And
but I
better
like
start
all my
with a
funds.
magic item. It was like +1 armor or something, +1 something. Oh,
Something
Oh,
like
it's
that.
Ah,
It was something like that.
add like 100 plus the cost of it base.
Okay.
It's a little on the low side for that, but it's not too out of the norm, especially for what that is.
Guru. While they're upstairs doing that, I want to do something else. Myth will walk over to Nikolai.
Nikolai has fallen asleep in his chair.
He can't come and just slams the bottle next to your head, kind of, just to like wake you up and startle you.
Oh. He like kind of he startles like he does startle awake and he's like, "May I help you?"
Yes, I wanted to have a conversation with you.
All right.
Yeah, with the most respect, mate, I just gotta say, what I saw on the beach today was pretty bloody pathetic.
What do you mean?
I mean, you gotta walk with a bit more swagger than you do.
I'm tired.
Well, the whole thing is just like, Granny really wants you to fuck Jody, I feel like, or like get with her at the very least. And like, it's pretty obvious. But the thing is, at least if you're gonna go over there and say something, act confident when you do. You know?
I very confidently gave her the lotion.
You kinda looked like you had one hand up your arse while doing it.
Nikolai just blinked several times.
Look, all I'm saying is next time, maybe stand up a bit straighter and a bit more confidence in your voice. It's that easy. You can get with enough confidence, you can get basically anything you want to happen.
Thank you kindly for your advice.
You're welcome. Stand up and walk away. Go back to the bar.
Marvelous.
Is Lay still downstairs?
No, she went
Go
upstairs.
She went upstairs too? Okay.
Yes. You guys aren't on the beach anymore? What are you doing?
Well, you're talking to me and
No, me. I'm talking to me, not you.
Oh.
You needed to switch the background.
Nith got wide.
He's a broad-shouldered man.
Man.
Still is drinking and trying to make sense of those weird fucking runes. Or whatever shit.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I'll take a look
Yeah.
at the runes on the dagger, see if I can get a better handle on that.
Okay.
Remember not to drink the entire thing. Okay. Not gonna have fucking Junie put down.
All right. Roll me in. Ooh, what would this be?
You fuckers actually got shit you can figure out. I got a piece of paper with a 5 on it. Like,
I
what,
got
what do I do with that?
Boy, remember,
Oh,
I got
shit.
a bottle of alcohol surrounding me. I got
Oh.
You can shut your mouth.
Oh,
You got something.
oh, don't you get it?
No.
5. 5.
That's my character.
You little shit.
Oh, okay.
I hate you so much.
Yo, half work with some battle axes was here.
He
He
broke the
gave me his
car.
autograph. He gave me his autograph.
It's just a number.
Yeah, it's just I'm sorry.
You're fine. Sabby, roll me a. I'm trying to remember how this ability works.
I don't know, Chief.
Oh god, fucking
Is it-
if I legit bit into my fucking pen, so I said shit.
Sabby, Bella. Is it on your sheet, Sabby Bella? Yes.
All Myth wants to do is help, okay?
Nikolai wants to go to bed.
Like, I'm tired. Talk to me in the morning about this. Fuck.
Don't worry, you will.
Oh god.
The big man may know how to fight, but boy, does he not have a backbone when it comes to other
What
things.
the fuck? What are you doing over there?
You not having a thing to just roll stone cunning was annoying me.
Oh, I thought you said go. What are you doing? I'm like, whoo.
Roll a stone cunning check, by the way.
Alright. Guess already all set up. It's an 18.
18. The runes look to have been not made post-forging.
So someone did this in the middle.
Either in the mill or they did it while it was heated. So they didn't do it after. Basically, they didn't mill it. They did it. They forged this into.
Alright. Pretty cool.
The material again. It's a strange material. You even with your stone cunning and your knowledge of different ores and such, it doesn't quite hit you.
No, I know what this is. I rolled well for that
You did?
last week.
Oh, my apologies. Then yeah, you don't know where you could have gotten it from or where someone else got it from then. My apologies. I was thinking of the other thing, of the where, not the what. My apologies. Yes, you don't know where you or someone else would have gotten it from. The runes, though,
Oh yeah, it's actually a question.
it's dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
What it says is a little bit odd as well.
What's it say?
I'm gonna type this out so I don't forget about it because I expect you to put it in your notes, and if you don't put it in your notes, then that's on you.
Alright.
I am the seeker of the heart piece. Dwarfishly capitalized.
Dwarvishly capitalized.
Meaning that
Heart
it
piece is capitalized, which means
it has significance, importance.
And that's what the runes say?
Yes.
Right.
I am the seeker of the heart piece.
time to start stabbing some hearts.
I mean, perhaps. Perhaps.
Break the jars! Do it now!
Alright, I'll go grab Bree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Fucking hell, I thought he said Bree. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Paris, just so you're aware, I'm going to say 1/4 of bottle is gone by time you get there.
Oh yeah, no, I suspected. Honestly, she's surprised.
Slow.
No, I was gonna say, well, she's surprised it's a 4th.
Yeah. He was considerate.
She'll immediately start drinking. No, go away. No!
What you explored?
I cannot answer that in mixed company.
Just exploring your eyes. She's gonna get lost in them.
She's foraging in the bar.
I actually think I think blue eyes is what I decided for net. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I forget. Didn't think about
But
it.
she exploring the bottom of this damn bottle.
Very nice. And you were gonna ask Myth questions about something, Paris?
Was I?
That's the you said you were gonna ask him questions over alcohol. That's the reason you said you were gonna buy him a drink.
I have completely forgotten what she was gonna ask him. She probably has
Gets
too,
a
so
free drink.
pretty much.
They drunk.
Free drink.
I can't remember what it is. I'll probably remember it later.
Ow.
What did you do?
I sneezed.
You've been seeing a lot lately.
You get
Yes.
sick?
It is cat hair. I'm not allergic,
Are
it just
you
gets in my
allergic?
nose. No, it just gets in my nose.
What do I get from the,
More training in your subclass. Essentially, it is beginning to help unveil more of the secrets to what you'll eventually be leveling up into, as we discussed.
Guru,
Me!
can I look at the piece of paper with the 5 on? And is there any check I can do to try to deduce what the fuck this means?
Roll an
If I
investigation
can't
check.
afford- Okay. Where is it? Where's my oh my god, I had a -1, but it turns out that was my intimidation because so bad.
I mean, this explains a lot.
That's a 13 for investigation. I feel like I should have proficiency in that. What the fuck? What happened?
Just
Yeah,
never
I
paid
got a-
attention.
I got a 13.
Total?
Yeah, I don't have my intelligence modifier is a 0.
Okay. You start looking it over. It's a 5. Just a 5. Just a 5.
Okay.
You hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm explaining things. Don't worry. There's more.
it's a number.
It is a number. Yes. You set the paper down, and as you do, there's something else on it for a moment. You kind of pick it up, stare at it, slowly start tilting it. Slowly, like, start kind of sliding it around, and eventually you get it to a point where it's at an angle that you see that it wasn't a perfect 5 to begin with, just from the way it was written. But you now, as you're turning it and looking at it, see that that's because there was another word, not hidden as invisible ink, just hidden in the 5.
Oh.
6.
What is Stop! What does it say?
Celestials left.
That's it?
That is what it says.
Huh, okay.
So it can either be read one of two ways.
So it's like either the Celestials, like, the moose, or they're to the left. Like, directional wise. That's the two ways you can read it.
Or could mean 5 celestials left.
No!
Clerics hate this.
Oh, or they're like only 5 of them left. Okay. Huh. Okay. What the fuck? Is there any am I able to understand, like, have I seen this? Does this make any sense to me based off of the background or something?
Based off of your background, roll a history check.
Because I'm so good at those. Here we go. That's a 9.
Total?
Yeah, I don't have any modifier to that.
Oh, aren't you a cut?
Yeah, he's a cleric. He just has it in different things.
Yeah.
Why does a cleric need to have good intelligence?
Yeah, see?
Skill
you
checks.
said I have a decent wisdom.
Yeah. History is based off of intel.
All right.
So yeah.
You get this uneasy feeling. You have the feeling that it's likely not something to do with, like, celestials in general, like the big celestials. But that implies that it means something else. And the fact that you don't know what that is means it's like this mild curiosity that you can choose to look into if you so wish.
I would like to look into that.
Well, that'll be something you can do over time, because you're not going to just find it here. It's not just going to be, just laying about and such.
Syl will go up to Sappy.
She's chilling at the bar, got a nice little by standards mug of ale.
Syl's like halfway through his bowl.
She raises the mug.
Hi lads, what's up?
He clinks his bottle against her mug. Saw you had a knife there.
Oh yeah, she'll take it out.
Mind if I inspect it?
Knock yourself out. Oh, didn't you find one as well?
I will cast Identify on it.
All right. You cast Identify on it. It's interesting. This dagger has locate object built into it. But as far as you can tell, it is always active, but searching for one object. It doesn't tell you what that object is. You just know that it's always active, looking for something.
Do I know how it functions with that? Like, whether it's attunement or you, like, put dagger on your palm and it points in the direction or something, or?
At the moment, it essentially will start to vibrate a bit when it is trying to point you in the right direction, and it will stop vibrating when it's pointing in the right direction.
Bro, I got a fucking dagger with a beaver function.
Basically.
Yeah, Sill's gonna hold the dagger up, and well, he's gonna walk outside the tavern.
Okay.
Well, is the tavern moving?
Not at the moment.
Okay, good. He's gonna walk outside. He's gonna
Always
twirl.
check people first, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna twirl the dagger
Mm-hmm.
until it starts vibrating.
Okay. Twirl it around. Point in a few directions. No vibrations.
He'll go back in, and he'll lay the dagger on him. Well, that's a curious find. It has locate object, but it's always kind of locating an object. Don't know what, but
Maybe it's
apparently
always locating the same object.
maybe I don't know, but apparently when you kind of turn it around or something, maybe if you're near it, it will start vibrating. Maybe you give it a go.
Well, alright.
Since it is yours.
I'll see what happens.
I'll mimic what he was just doing. I'll go and look through the peephole first because I'm not taking any chances. And then I'll go outside.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
And then I'll... Okay.
You're not in an area where apparently it's able to beep.
Okay.
You're not near your car.
Actually,
Wow.
my dad in the middle of a parking lot, like, trying to figure
Beep,
out where
beep.
the hell his car is.
Beep,
Oh
beep,
my god!
beep, beep.
Maybe, well, locate object. Do I know that spell at all?
Is it a spell you can learn as an artificer?
I think you can.
I don't know.
Let me have a look.
If it's based off the wizard spell list, yes.
Yes, I can. I can get it, yeah.
Then yes, you would know the spell and bits about it. What are you wanting to know
Okay.
specifically?
Oh, just the range.
1,000 feet.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, so he would just go, well, it'll probably work when we're close to it. Whatever it is. Not of ground to search, but I think about 1,000 feet range.
Well, I reckon we're gonna have to walk close enough to it eventually.
Yes. Or maybe it's on a different plane, who knows? Who knows?
Well, with this place, it sounds like we can go just about anywhere we want, so the odds aren't out of our favor.
True. True. I'll drink to that. He drinks to it.
I quaff as well.
You guys have your
What
drinks?
the fuck?
Quench my thirst.
Nikolai stares at the piece of paper and goes, "What the fuck?" Everyone else is enjoying the upstairs. Anything else you wanted to do in the night?
Blitz, because I just got Blitz last night, so probably not. I try not to do it twice in a row.
Phil's gonna finish the bottle.
Fair. Anyone else?
I'm going to assume this tavern is just a tavern. There is nothing extra to it.
You can make that assumption.
I'm gonna ask the guy if this is the case, by the way.
You ask the guy. He kind of looks at you just like,
Other than the plane traveling.
"Do you want it to only be a tavern?"
Yes.
If it can be more, I'd appreciate it if it could be more.
What would you like to see?
She looks at him, and it's clearly the face of I don't know how to respond to that.
His smile is like a closed mouth smile, slowly growing into a tooth. He just yes, like rubbing his hands together slowly, like, oh, I'm interested now.
Library? Books? That kind of thing?
Books?
Yes. She looks very apprehensive.
Like a library?
Nods her head.
I don't think I should take you there. You wouldn't survive the fall damage.
Huh?
Oh, let me show you. And he will walk away.
Let me not take you there. You won't survive. What? Let me take you.
He said I shouldn't take you there. He didn't say that he wouldn't. He said he shouldn't. And then you said, what? And he said, by all means. So yes, he will guide you towards the room.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Meriwether with me.
Okay.
What's happening? I'm back. This is
Uh,
a strange conversation.
She wanted to ask if the tavern was just a tavern, and was like, eh. And then he was like, I mean, she's like, is there a library there? He's like, I shouldn't take you there. You wouldn't survive the fall damage. And she's like, what? He's like, oh, let me show you. And he's leading her towards the library.
Since I was drinking with her, can I just go too?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
He'll glance back at Junie. He is your responsibility.
I am my own responsibility. Thank
If
you
you
very
fall
much.
and die, that is not on my hands. And he leads
I
you.
fell from higher.
Fair. Fair enough. He goes into the this cylindrical room that as soon as you enter into it, you kind of get a gist of what he means. As do you peek over the railing in the center?
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't see a bottom.
Oh.
I'll fall
You
from
see
higher.
many different floors below you, but you don't technically see a bottom.
How exactly does one get down?
Oh, he walks over to an area that doesn't have any books, and he places his hand on it and shoves down, and it just drops some stairs. Not stairs. It drops down, and a ladder falls down. My apologies. Ladder.
When he said fair enough, can I roll insight?
Yes.
Has this man been watching me my whole life? Does he know the incident I'm speaking of? Insight, big +1, +0, 5.
You're a little bit inebriated. You're like, he said fair enough because he's being polite.
Villager noises.
Just eyes squint, just like, wait a minute. Have you been watching me? He doesn't say it, but he thinks it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's levels on levels of books here. The amount of books that basically would mean making an investigation check to find anything in here would basically be how many weeks do you want to spend trying to find it?
Oh god. Kind of looks at it. Is there any easier way to navigate than just walking around hopelessly?
There's no hopelessly about it. You have to be filled with hope to want to look through these books. I'm working on it. Look, there's only so many
like,
things.
He just looks at him.
You know, he's like scratching his neck like, look, I'm working on it.
I'd like reading on occasion. He just brings a drink up to the mouth that you didn't know he had on him. Just.
Of course, I'd say no drinks, but people will be people. Just don't get anything on the books, otherwise there will be consequences.
Is there any way to locate specific books? I mean, have you thought of using some kind of spell or something like that to do it?
I mean, you can always try locate object, but it's just going to ping every book around you. because books. If you're looking for a specific, can you look for a specific? Yeah, no, maybe, probably. Look, I'm still figuring out the system to it. There's books just kind of everywhere. That, granted, they are sorted very well. I have kept all of the authors with the person who wrote them, so all the authors are together. That unfortunately means that sometimes these assholes decide to write about more than one subject, so I have to have all of those together, so I can't do it by subject.
Damn you, variety.
I know, right?
And shakes it in the air.
The spice of life betraying me once again.
Shakes her head.
Basically, it's
real far away, and I just imagine if he started going down the ladder.
he does.
Mm.
And they pokes his head back up, realizing you're not coming out. Ah, I'm sorry. Basically, it's just a matter of looking for it by the author, and it's technically alphabetized, mostly. Unfortunately, it's in figuring out. Again, I want to do it better. I want to do it based off like who does dwarvish stuff, who does elvish stuff, who does that. But at a certain point, it just gets too much.
Who's the most famous / powerful author you got in here?
I think that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
Not always.
Depends on where we look. Because, I mean, I don't know if you would say...
Celestials write shit all the time.
Yeah, but they try and keep their stuff out of my hands.
Try. That's a word. Keyword. Try.
Yeah, try, absolutely. But I'm not allowed to just show any of their works to other people. You know, some people look at... well, you don't want to be near that. If you're near that, then and if you're opening that box, you're going to go, possibly blind or just, be melted.
Well,
He's driving down the steps.
how about I show you mine and you show me yours then?
You're what?
Do I have the most powerful thing I own? And you show me a book of somebody that actually has some renown. Like, Celestial or some shit.
Many comments I could make about that.
That's the point. He's shaking he's just opposite and raises his eyebrows a bit.
You show me what you've got, and I will find something of equivalent value.
He just holds out his hands and summons it. Somebody just the sword's out again.
Yep, it summons out, and you hear the sword, speaking in Celestial, just, we need to get back to, and then it stops talking.
Oh, did you shut it up?
He doesn't say anything. He just slowly leans over it, and this you feel like this kind of like this goosebump feeling on the back of your neck as he leans over it, reaches out slowly and just kind of flicks the blade, and you hear this, please don't do that. As he leans back, just like, I see.
I flick the blade. As it says, please don't do it. I'll flick it.
You flick the blade, of course. You should know better, is what you get for that. He leans back at that. He just kind of nods. Okay. Are you looking into things of a specific nature? I have a few different people who could supply different notes on things.
How about I've been doing my research in a certain person in particular.
Hmm.
A woman named Zariel.
Oh, you're wanting to look into something like Asmodeus Cookpot.
Say that again?
Asmodeus Cookpot.
What is that?
Basically, he writes down information in such about different levels of hell and whatnot, because everything is essentially a melting pot of variety. So, jokingly, I named it Asmodeus Cookpot.
Sure then.
It's basically a collection of his notes and such. That's going to be, he leans out and looks upwards, and it's, again, can't quite see the ceiling. Up there, a ways. I can see about getting it down and giving it to you so you don't have to, find it up there.
That would be calm.
I could probably go up there and get it pretty quickly.
Oh, even with your flying creature? Brave.
Hey, get on her. I can
I'm
just
guessing
climb
he has
fast.
like a familiar or something. Just go grab it for him later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just faster that way.
Speaking of, do you have any
Oh,
offers
wait.
for the oceans? Lost
What?
Island, that sort of thing.
Any what?
Lost Islands, Third Islands.
Um,
Places people don't go up until they go there.
islands that are. He gives you like starts saying something, and then he gives you like this side eye, just like wait. Islands that are lost.
Atlantis.
Deserted? Lost was not the right word.
Lost is a good word though. There's a few lost isles. Tell you what, you find me something for trade, and I will find you a book of lost islands.
Oh yeah.
What do you-
Desummons the sword.
Hmm?
Oh,
What
by the
the...
way,
Wait in PR. You try to get something out for the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
our character, because of switch subclasses, you guys would know that he's very proficient in calligraphy supplies. So
You
if
really
you
love
have
that tool.
something, what?
I said you really love that tool.
It's a useful
the
tool.
second character that I have proficiency with it, and it's pretty useful. I can decipher treasure maps, I can identify a writer's state of mind, I can also identify the author of a writing by its writing. And yeah. And
Basically-
spot forgery.
Yeah. For the writing one, it's basically if you see two people have written the same thing, you'd be like, this is written by the same person, or this was not written by the same person. This is a forgery.
Oh, and I can forge signatures.
Yes. Very useful, actually. But yes. What did you say, Paris?
The apprehension's back. What
Yep.
exactly do you want me to find you?
Surprise me.
What do you mean surprise you?
Something you think's of value.
Oh, Guru.
Hmm.
I'm gonna deem you a question that could actually be very helpful here.
He holds up the book. I mean, I can show you what I've seen, but that's about it.
Yeah, but that's not the complete works yet.
It will never be complete.
Uh,
As long as this place still exists, there will always be new creatures to document.
exactly.
He would have grabbed them, or at least some of them. He would have tried.
Saying surprise me with having no idea who you are, what your interests are, is very broad spectrum.
How
can go
important is
outside
this to you,
and
by
rock.
the way, Jenny? How important is this to you?
Well, she holds up the picture and the quote. Considering that everyone seems to have some left on them, and all I got was an island saying they're here. Pretty important. I'm gonna
So
figure
he
out
wants
what's
to, are you okay with owing me one?
Sure, why not?
Alright, he just goes in his bag and he pulls out a white feather and holds it out to him.
You see, like as soon as he sees it, his expression stays the same for his mouth. His eyes widen.
Rubber?
Ah, it's that important to you.
What is that?
I'm a generous man. We'll come outside.
Fair enough. Do you want me to get her book first or your book first?
Hawk and white. That's first.
Fair enough. You'll reach out. You'll accept it.
He was like,
What?
yep, okay, worth it, yeah.
What was that?
Valuable.
Feather of an angel.
What? What?
Yes.
Well,
It's the feather of an angel. Don't mince words.
stronger than it. Yeah, angel of sorts, yeah.
Okay, so really we gotta swap stories from time to time because how the hell did you pluck that?
Found it.
And I'm sure it was still attached.
I mean, it was attached at one
Oh,
point,
sure.
not anymore.
Yeah, exactly. He just nods towards him.
You seem just like put it away.
Appreciate
So, I think it would be safest if you both shuffle out.
You're an Asimar, not an angel.
Yes, yours go away. Their energy. That's fair.
Still
Look
an
it
angel.
up. No.
Yeah, alright. He starts walking. He said to leave, right?
He basically was just like, yeah, just to make sure you guys don't fall. I don't want any legal liabilities here.
Legal.
Alright.
She'll fall after
As
death.
if the law applies.
Listen, I'm not gonna chance it. That's why I pay my taxes. Can't have
And
the
I'm
IRS
guessing
on my ass.
with that, that's enough to get her as many books from these aisles as she can, right?
I will do my best to get her what I have available. I don't
Alright.
know if that's going to be the most helpful to her because that could be quite a number of lost aisles, but it's something.
Yeah.
So, plane of air in the morning. Ooh, do I have any of my? I actually know that might not be it. Ooh, but I could have the. Do I?
He is looking at this in surprise.
You hear him go as he walks down the stairs.
Yeah. As he's walking, he goes, "What?" Just looking at her.
That was real sweet. And I'm not going to ask, are you sure? Because it's already done.
I've got more than one.
You are an adventurous fella.
Yeah. He has a smile on his face while he says it.
She will, because he's like, what, 6'2"?
Yeah.
She will stay on her toes and give him a quick peck to the cheek. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm trying to be a good person for now. We'll see how things continue.
Well, maybe I can raid the bar to pay back for it.
Yeah.
See if we can find the good
I'm
stuff.
gonna need your help. I might need your help later for that. I owe me one. I'm not sure. We'll see.
We'll nod her head. And I guess they head back to the bar.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find some wine. I'll set gold on the counter, but I'm gonna try and find some.
Okay.
No! Dropbox! Oh, wait.
I don't know
That's
what's
all I'm
going
gonna do
on.
tonight.
Fair enough.
Wait! Oh, fuck! I'm an asshole! I need to go check on the horse. I just left my babies alone.
Okay. You go and you check up on the horse. The horse is doing okay.
Both?
Hmm?
I do.
Yeah, both of them are okay.
I'm in a magical tavern with a stable that teleports with it. I don't know how they're doing, okay? Show it back. Okay, now she's just gonna drink the night away.
Okay.
One more thing.
Huh?
I'm going to speak to an old woman.
Ah.
Tyler's
golden
not
girl.
here, Butters!
As he's walking around. As he's walking over.
Tyler's not here, Butters! Wait, golden?
That's for later. I'm just saying it's happening.
Okay.
Goliath is asleep again. At some point, he'll get up and pay for like a
Move.
You say move?
what?
If you are what?
Door.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll get a room that has like a. It's just like it's not as it has to have like a bathtub, but like or like a cleaning area, but not like as fancy as the one you described before.
He wants the prince's bedroom, not the king's.
No. Yeah. Yeah, my guy just goes into his room, cleans up, and sleeps on the floor.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I hope that floor is clean, because otherwise you just wasted about time.
Is the floor clean, Guru? If the floor's like dirty.
I mean, it's as clean as can be, really, actually.
I'm gonna open the fucking door and he's gonna be sweeping the fucking.
And you probably like take a blanket off the bed and put it on the floor and then sleep on top of that. It's the strats.
Oh.
Okay.
You make a what's it? Pallet. Make a pallet.
Wow, okay, so she's actually less drunk than I expected. Oh. doing anything else for the night? Or are we going to the next day?
It sounds like the next day, except for the talking
Next
to an
day,
old woman.
baby, let's go.
Not gonna lie, Syl was tempted to bully Nikolai, but
Oh, you fucking
That
try
could
it.
fucking... Because Juniper's gonna probably be knocking on Nikolai's door in the morning.
Oh shit.
yeah, Syl's probably because he's kind of tipsy.
Yes! Do it.
So he's gonna be like, so Nikolai, you got room for two,
Oh,
Nikolai goes up pretty early. How early are you getting tipsy?
I mean, he started drinking already,
Oh.
like at the moment we entered, so he's probably finished by.
So he asked if Nikolai had room for 2.
Yeah.
Nikolai says no.
Oh, no.
Well, have a good night then.
You too. Don't make any reckless decisions while inebriated. He'll pat Syl on the head or something. I think he's taller
He
than
will
Syl.
not accept that.
He'll look out of the way? Will he look out of the way though?
Yeah,
What if I pat his shoulder? What if Nikolai pats his shoulder?
that's fine.
Okay, you do that. And then he'd go upstairs. And in the morning, is Juniper gonna come talk to him?
Yep.
Oh my god.
So I wasn't gonna join in on that.
Wait, what?
Nith probably just crashes in someone else's room.
No, does he just pick a random one? Should you roll
Yeah.
a dice for that?
It's just someone's room he'll walk into and just sleep on the floor.
Whose room?
I think it's like I think Leia's one room, Savvy and Junior are together, Nikolai's there, and Syl's there. They're D4.
Syl's gonna lock his room. Like,
Oh, yeah. Nikolai has a chair shut
Yeah,
under
he's
the door.
yeah, I'm inside Bella and Junie's room. Yeah.
Well, there's enough floor for him, so.
Right.
He just grabs his blankets, puts it on the floor, and passes it out. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's the morning and Juniper is gonna come bug him.
Yep.
Okay.
Ironically, probably a little
I
bit
like the idea
later.
you trip over Nith while getting out of the room.
Just fucking loud ass stuff. From
Just like, where did he get here?
What the action? Fuck!
I asked. Yeah, that happened.
I just kind of wander into the bathroom.
Isn't Sean, ladies?
Apparently.
Judy hasn't moved from her area in the floor. She's just kind of staring up at the ceiling. Just like, why though?
Who knew? Juniper made a good alarm clock.
From the jacuzzi area, you hear,
Moradine's beard, I forgot it was saw you.
You mind if I join you?
There's no space in here.
Alright, he just takes off his pants and starts walking.
Wow. And Judy's out the door. Alright, fucking knocking on Nikolai's door like fucking 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I'm in my negligee. It's fine. No.
Yeah, I'm only naked.
No, she's in the Virgin Girls
Nikolai
room.
opens. How early is this? How early or late is this?
It's again like 6:37 a.m.
Yeah, no, Nikolai's wearing like, I don't know, like a tank top.
What?
Like sleep pants.
No.
And his hair is like tied up in like a ponytail.
Oh, please tell me the wings move.
Yeah, the wings
Little
are like
wings.
tucked more against his head than they normally would be. It's like they're sleepy too.
I think you'd be up early. You alright?
I'm fine. What's going on? What's...
It's nothing important. I can bother you about it later if you
No,
want to go back
no.
to.
I don't mind. I should be up anyway. I guess he'll like step aside awkwardly.
Hold on, hang on. I have to do it.
No, you don't. You just choose to do it.
Yeah. No.
She's staring
She's
at them
like-
titties.
No, she's staring at his arms.
Ah, even worse. Better.
Walk in. Okay, so I mean, you can't be. Okay, she's staring like gladly. Oh, if you mean before, she's staring at Nikolai's arms.
There's like a blanket, like a big, literally the bedding has been taken off the bed and put on the floor.
What in the actual hell?
No mattress.
What's wrong?
Why are you sleeping on the floor?
The bed is uncomfortable. No, it's too comfortable.
Oh, sweetie. Okay. You remember yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's right. The incident on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You can't honestly be blind to what Grandma's doing here, right?
Neve told me as much, and he called me pathetic last night, so I would find it very hard to not know.
I mean, I don't understand why he called you pathetic, but you certainly ain't.
He's a strange
people
little
person.
man.
I mean, honey, you have wings on your head. You ain't exactly the example of normality.
Perfectly normal for the creature I am.
The
Says,
creature
having
you
no
are
idea if
ain't,
that's normal.
the creature you are ain't even normal.
No, that's just rude.
You grow wings. You have wings on your head. You are a beautiful display of holy shit. I think you actually are holy.
I'm a celestial.
Yeah, so you're a beautiful specimen. You just
Oh.
ain't. What?
What did you come here to discuss? Something about, Granny?
Wait, hang on. Now I got it. He just immediately switched subjects. Is he okay, Oz?
He's just tired, he's sleepy.
I rolled inside.
He's just sleepy and he feels like he's... yeah, I mean, he is switching the subject. He just doesn't feel like talking about being a celestial. He also doesn't know how to deal with compliments.
She kind of takes a seat on the blanket-less mattress, which actually IRL bothers the fuck out of me. You're clearly not a people person. That much is obvious.
No.
Myth is gonna keep bothering you up until you become a people person. That much is obvious as well.
I don't really mind, to tell the truth. If I
Grandma's
look at him...
gonna start
Like-
bothering you as well.
Very troublesome bunch of people.
So, I came here to offer you a potential solution. If you want, you can try and practice on me to be more used to people, so you give off the idea that you are, and they'll probably bother you less. Don't stop it. That's just how grandma works. But it will be less.
They can bother me as much as they like. I will just look at them as though I am a dead fish, and perhaps they will lose interest.
Grandma don't work like that either.
Oh.
Grandma's sweet. She's a very nice person. She's very loving. That's why I adore her. But she's also sadistic, and you are prime teasing material.
I don't like this implication.
You are terrified of her, first of all. And second of all, I don't fully know what she has in mind for you and me, but it's got to be something because she keeps perking up, which is never a good sign. So the dead fish look ain't gonna work. She stands up and just kind of walks over to him, pats his shoulder. Again, it's just
It's a big
offering,
shoulder,
like,
and she's gonna have to get up on her tippy toes probably to do it. I don't remember how tall she is.
She's like
You keep on
5'3".
fucking flexing your height in this
Yeah.
game. Just let us do it.
Let it go.
No, I'm not gonna let it go.
It's time to stop.
I'm tall
Legit.
for once.
There's always
Legit
a
versus-
quote-unquote tall person in every campaign. And
Legit.
it's brought up every time. Sorry.
I am tall.
Legit. Butters, you sound like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Fuck. Like, come on. It's not that hard.
You're just
be like,
mad because you're
okay,
not as
fine.
tall as I am in Game Butters.
There are many reasons I could be taller than you. I just chose to make myself this
Oh,
tall.
Yes.
You love to move past it. I'm gonna turn the other cheek. Amen.
I can't. I physically can't. Oh my god. Okay. Fucking wow. I'm just offering you a potential solution. If you don't want to hang out with me, if you don't want to get used to me, that's fine. That's your choice. But
Why? It's not that I don't want to hang out with you.
you're just shy.
No.
You're also a bad liar.
Juniper, why must you do this to me? This
Well, technically it's 7. I'm trying to help you. I'm also a bit of a sadist, and you're kind of cute when you get embarrassed. Oh, I broke.
I already hang out with you.
Well, technically you lurk.
Oh.
You don't
Is
talk.
that not the same thing?
Oh, sweetie. Oh, we have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
She kind of pats his shoulder again. I will let you wake up. And then we can truly begin the, she air quotes, tutelage and getting used to people.
Okay.
And she'll head out.
He shakes his head like a dog that's like wet. And the ear and like the wing thingies, like they get all puffy. And they sit up.
Do you what? Okay, so one last question before I go. Do you watch those?
The bees?
Yeah, she's like pointing to the wings.
They kind of sort themselves out like bird feathers.
That's impressive. I'll let you do whatever your morning prep is.
Okay.
She'll exit the room and head back up to hers. She kind of cracks open the door. Is anyone decent, or am I gonna have to prepare to see tits and ass?
How long you been gone? Like 10 minutes?
Give or take.
Less than that, probably.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, Nip's probably naked in the tub.
She comes in once some proper warning is given.
Like a classic fucking Michelangelo painting. Nip is.
No!
Is he just draped on the corner?
16th chapel type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! Why? Why?
He's in the tub.
Okay, thank god.
Yeah.
Artfully placed soap bubbles.
Artfully.
Oh, I thought something's crawling on me.
A
Yeah, fuck
cockroach
it.
crawled on me when I was playing League the other day. It's pretty funny.
A what?
A cockroach crawled on me when I was playing League the other day. Yeah,
No!
fuck.
She just got a shrug, goes fucking and joins him in the tub. She needs a bath.
Not as weird as how warriors painting together.
Huh?
It's not so bad.
Yeah.
Just looks between the two before she just kind of sinks further into the water.
What? You've never been to a public bathhouse?
Staring her dead in the face. You know I have.
Well, why are you acting like this then?
Head goes completely under. There is no response. Just bubbles.
Artfully placed bubbles.
How long cave the hold you breath now that I think about it?
A minute plus your con mod.
Okay, she's under there for like 3.5 minutes. There's never gonna be an answer to this.
He just looks at her and he'll look up to Sababella. I mean, usually when girls go underneath the water for prolonged periods of time with me, they're usually closer to me. He just smiles out his
That-
lady.
Stay home like a
So
shit ton
that
of bubbles.
might be a common occurrence, yeah.
She resurfaces, she's like coughing. No!
Hmm?
I can still hear you. No!
Got some good ears on that air. Well, in any case, think I've been in here long enough. Gonna get brains if I stick in here.
She'll get up and she'll start toweling off.
She immediately face is covered.
I think my welcome's been worn out, and he'll just start walking out the water. Yeah.
Bernice doesn't!
Huh?
Bernice doesn't cover her face.
Mm.
She trying to look at his dick. Yeah, he just leaves. He drives
He's
off.
got
Puts his
He's
clothes
got
on.
a bubble butt. It's fine.
Savvy didn't look away. She can appreciate.
I love both of them are like, this is fine, Juniper, as soon as Stabby gets up. No, I do not see it. I do not see it. I cannot see it.
I am not looking.
I do not want to see her braided fucking mane of pubic hair. I'm good.
The only thing braided besides her head hair are her mutton chops. Thank you very much.
Mutton chop.
And she hasn't gotten to that yet because she just got out of the bath.
Oh, Junie, that's a lot of hair. Oh no.
Yeah, that is a lot of hair pairs.
Well, actually, her hair's longer than in the image, dude.
I know.
Yeah. That's gonna be a lot to fucking dry after you just sunk your head in the water.
Yep.
To be honest, with hair like this, usually you're just supposed to fucking braid it.
Yeah.
I'll get out after a couple more minutes. You can walk out in a tank top and some fucking pants. She's not fucking. Fuck that.
You see Sababella dried off, dressed, and brushing out her sideburns.
Nigga's gone by that point. He done bounced.
Cue blink gif.
Well, he had to go get his stuff. He just wandered in last night at some point, didn't have any of his bag.
Yeah, I noticed, considering I tripped on him. Still want to know why he was on the floor like a... Wait, that makes two people who slept on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, I think he didn't want to pay for a room, and he found a rather clever way around it. But who else was sleeping on the floor?
He said the bed was too comfortable.
Who said the bed was too comfortable?
Nikolai. He did.
Oh, well, he's an odd one there, Nikolai, I'll tell you what.
He has angel wings on the side of his head. Honestly, him sleeping on the floor is the most normal thing I've seen.
Well, you'd think with the angel wings on the side of his head, he'd just be able to sleep in mid-air.
Wait, has Niff even seen... I don't... Nikolai has taken his head in the
Wait.
proximity.
Wait, what eyes you cutting it out?
No. No.
There you go.
Here.
Yeah.
I don't know if Niff has even seen Nikolai's head ornament things, wings. I don't know if he's seen them. Because
Don't
Nikolai
think
hasn't
so.
taken the
I don't think
photo
so.
off in Niff's vicinity, so he doesn't know.
No.
He doesn't pay any mind.
Junie and Savvy have
Yeah.
seen you go like the big mode.
Yeah, of course.
Ginny also saw that shit at the very beginning, but she could.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not biological. Never mind.
I don't pretend to understand how things like that work. I can just offer up ideas.
But how thin they are and his mass. She looks like she's struggling to say that word.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of that.
Stop.
He's also got a lot of something if you take him off.
She's closing her eyes very tightly, like she's trying to recompose.
Sabby just kind of like smiles and blinks. You know, like the little head tilt, close your eyes smile.
You and Grandma are too much alike. There's no biological way you can fly with those wings.
Oh, I didn't say anything about biological. Based on what we've seen him be able to do, I'm guessing it's a little more divine than that.
Well, he knows he's a celestial. Seems like he struggles with that. Don't know why.
Well, just because you're born with something doesn't mean you automatically know how to be it.
Looks at Sabby.
I mean, shoot, if it was like that, a lot more races would have a lot more common sense. But they don't. They really don't.
I feel like common sense is less of understanding your biology and more of a decision of various. Never mind. She starts rubbing her hair.
Or I'd say it was an instinctual thing. But some people just don't have it. So maybe some people just don't have instincts.
And she just looks like she's thinking.
There are some people with instincts, common sense just isn't one of them. I mean, hell, if I had common sense, the book wouldn't exist. Granted, I would also be far less star-covered, but you take the dope with the bad.
Well, that's less a lack of common sense and more a drive to learn, I'd say. You want to know about things, and sometimes those things be a bit dangerous, but that doesn't stop you from wanting to know.
Some people would say that's not common sense.
Yeah, but without people like you, people wouldn't know anything because they wouldn't bother going out and finding it out for themselves.
It's the crazy people who teach. Oh god, that puts a lot of things in perspective. She's like, she stops grooming and just kind of sits with her face in her hands. And it looks like she's thinking a lot. Oh. Hold on. I need to try something.
At this point, Sababelle is taking the like 15 minutes it takes to get into her armor.
Hey Sabby, I have a very crazy question for you.
She's got the pauldrons on.
What is it?
Well, first of all, do you want help? Because that looks like that's gonna take you a second.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do first? Is it something I'm gonna need this on for?
No.
We can hold off until it's done then.
Okay, so I was talking to Grandma the other day. And she brought up something. She brought up how in her younger years she's been with a woman. Have you? I mean, no, okay, so I'm going to say this. Don't take offense. You are much older than I am, so there's a lot more experience, so I have to ask.
Sababella gets a contemplative look on her face. And it just kind of turns into a soft smile.
I've been around the block a time or two with, a few different people. Why'd you ask?
It's no reason to get out of that fast. She immediately gets up and heads out the fucking room.
Oh, no. You don't get to just start a line of conversation like that unless leave me hanging.
Could, but you'd probably catch up and restrain me.
The legs are short, but they're powerful, you're right.
Looks at her, I mean, I could outpace you.
Temporarily.
She could have arched her eyebrow, but it would exactly stop me.
There's only so much room in this inn, and if you run outside, you don't get paid.
A lot of thoughts, a lot of questions, a lot of inexperience. It was a stupid question.
There's no shame in asking for a dry slice. Nothing wrong with that.
There's something muttered in Sylvan.
Well, if you're gonna be standing over there, muttering in a language I don't understand, I can't very well answer it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say something. It's gonna be dumb, and
Well,
as soon as I say it, I'm allowed to leave. Deal?
deal. As long as I get to answer it at some point, because not answering a question you get asked is rude, unless it's a rude question, in which case you get to punch people.
She takes a few deep breaths. I think I have a crush on you. Leaves, slams the door.
Myth is doing something.
Sadly,
Okay,
just
Guru.
kind of like giggles
sorry,
and
go
keeps
on.
putting on her armor.
Hey, Oz.
What did Juniper just say?
She has a crush on the dwarf.
Oh, that's fun. So what's up?
Yeah. Your big floofy shit out right now?
He probably has his hood up.
Yeah, but I'm shorter than you, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you look hard, I mean, they're on top of, or kind of closer to on top of his head, so you might have
Just
trouble
saying,
looking
keep
at them
flexing
still.
your height, bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep flexing my height. Can you just let me have this?
So I'm gonna
Can I
flex
live my
something else,
fantasy?
okay? Yes, I'm gonna flex something else then. Alright, so, I'll walk over to, fucking, him.
Okay.
Nikolai. You got a holy symbol on him?
No, it's in his cloak.
Hey, you big fuck. He just sits down next to you.
Yeah.
You cast religious shit, right?
I do.
You got a god?
Yes.
Somewhere.
Can I know who?
Oh fuck, I don't remember who. Hang on.
Also,
Hang on.
what douchebag wears a hood indoors?
It's cold.
It's also disrespectful where I come from, but alright. Yeah, what god do you follow?
Literally, where is it? I'm looking for it. I don't remember the name.
I honestly, when you said, do you want to tell me the guy, I just like Nikolai to go, no. And that'd be the end of it.
Oh my god, I literally don't. I think Guru, I think I have it pinned on our. Yeah.
Probably.
No, I literally don't. What the fuck?
Oh no.
You could just ask Don, he probably remembers.
I mean, do you?
Nope.
That's not his fucking job.
Yeah, I assumed.
Insert god name here. You want
Yeah,
to?
honestly.
Let's just do
Insert
that.
god name here.
Do you
I
know
have
what
to
the
do
god
something.
is of?
It's yeah, and
Who
it's
knows that?
heroism. It's heroism.
Heroism?
Like a god of heroism. That's interesting.
And shit like that.
I thought I heard the word chili vat. I'm like,
He goes. Interesting. Especially because, you know, you pay for a dying breed and jibs you in the ribs. You're not as chaotic as I pictured you to be.
You pictured
Hey.
me to be chaotic?
I mean, for what your people are, yeah.
Oh.
Well, your specific breed of people, I guess.
No. I'm just me.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, I just heard, you know, your people. He points inside the hood. They're dying
Yeah.
out, right? No specific ones.
Are we, Guru? I feel like I would I know that, given...
I'm going to DM you something.
yeah, please DM me.
Just, it's a reminder of something you told me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what you're gonna send me. I think I literally know what you're gonna send me. but I just want to make sure. Yup. Yep. Okay, yeah. Nikolai will... Nif asked if they were a dying breed, right?
Yeah.
He'll just kind of... I guess he'll just kind of... He'll say, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just noticed. He just shrugs. I mean, I know the big ones protect us, Scourge. But, like, yours is definitely more rare.
You could say that. Yes.
I mean, I could and I did, yeah. Say that is.
Is there anything else you wanted?
I was just curious. I didn't really get to meet any of your people before.
Oh. Like you said, we are a dying breed.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. I like knowing things, you know?
Oh, I found
I
the
like
god.
knowing information. Huh?
I found the god. It's it's Heronius, god of chivalry, justice, honor, war, daring, and valor.
Okay.
Just put that in your bio or somewhere so you can remember that.
I'm doing that shit now. I thought I had it in there already.
Ideals or something, just somewhere where you can remember it.
Yeah. I got you.
So,
It was on my sheet this entire time. I just didn't remember it. I hate it so much.
Well, I mean, at least you're gonna do it.
Right.
Stupid.
You're fine, Mo.
Does Neff say anything else? What was the last thing Neff said? I'm sorry.
He just said he likes knowing things.
So you are nosy.
I more like to procure information that can help me at later dates.
Like a librarian.
Sure. He just shrugs. So, I don't give a shit that you are. It's just interesting, I guess. Trying to make conversation. You don't seem like a talkative type.
I'm not. I don't have much to talk about. I just lost my accent. Where did it go? Where did it go?
it's over there.
Oh,
It's in the
thanks,
corner.
NPR. I got
It's
it.
on the run.
Hang on, I'm gonna go get it. Hang on. Okay, I got it. Well, I don't have much to say, usually.
I mean, you know how to start a conversation, right?
I do, but that doesn't mean I'm interested in starting one with you.
Alright, yeah, start a
I'm
conversation.
sorry.
Let me see if I know how. If you know how.
That came off a little rude.
Yeah, it did, but I don't care. So yeah, start a conversation.
I don't want to now.
But no, I want to see if you can.
I plead the fifth. Wait, we're not.
Does
I
that
plead the
exist?
5.
Yes!
I plead
Oh,
the
it's all
5
it's all-
remaining.
It's all connected.
Well, like, I've been researching shit. Do you research shit? Like, what's your bag? What you do?
I travel and work for gold.
It's
Is-
like, yeah, go on.
Is your information gathering the only
Say that again?
Is your information gathering the only thing you do?
Well, it's no. I just mainly kick the shit out of things that get drunk off my arse. But information gathering is a close second. So, when you're having a conversation, you want to continuously add things so the person can bounce something off of it.
I know. I just don't like you that much.
Well, it's more, I don't really give a shit if you don't like me. I'm just trying to help you in the long run, man. It's like, because from what I've seen, you're about as good as handling a conversation as Sababella is with keeping her liquor not in a gullet.
Very clever. Very clever.
Fucking upstairs, Sababella sneezes.
Don't let her hear you say that, though.
And like a minute later, she comes downstairs because I realize it'll take me 5 minutes to put on her.
Oh, fucking Judy Piper running out by that point, then.
I may be a fucking nitwit, but I do know a thing or two. I mean, he shrugs. Do you need help with something? Yeah. He gives like a smile, like he's just trying to be acquaintance with you.
Your sword.
What about my sword?
Where did it come from?
Mount
Would I know what a
Celestial.
warlock is?
I
feel like I've dealt with clerics, but I don't know if
It would be either an I'd say that'd most likely be an Arcana check. It could technically be a history check, but Arcana check would be more accurate.
so none of them are good. Neither are. That's 13.
13? You're
Yeah.
aware of warlocks. It's possible, but you just don't know
Yeah,
all of the
I don't know-
specific stuff about them.
I don't know if he associates the summoning of the weapon to that. I don't know if he's witnessed that before. Do you worship a god too?
No.
Oh.
Not at all. I know a lot about them, but worship.
How do you summon your weapon then?
It's a power I take from the sword.
Oh, where does the sword come from?
Mount Celestia.
Do I know what that is, Kirill?
That would stand out to you. Yes.
Oh, so I know that.
Yes, that is kind of a big place.
Yeah.
It is the heavens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heaven.
It's
Yeah,
heaven?
That's heaven.
Oh.
Yeah, that's heaven. Mount
Bro
Celestia's
got
like
the
heaven.
fucking heaven sword.
Nikolai squints at you. You've been to heaven before?
Yeah,
Have you died before?
no.
Oh.
I'm a bitch and a half to kill, I can say that.
How did you get it then?
Found it.
Found
Fell off the track.
I mean, it's like given to me.
Was it just lying around?
No, it was forged for and given to me.
Oh, by who?
God.
I don't know. He just shrugs.
Did a god give it? Did a god give it to you?
Probably. I
You
know.
don't know.
No.
You don't remember.
Nah.
I'm gonna insight that. Come here, you little rascal. That's an 18 plus 6.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is an 18 plus 6. Let me Google
That's
it.
24.
24. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Holy shit! That wasn't disadvantage! You don't know shit!
Oh my god.
You think it's telling the truth. By the way, that could be. By the way, that's either. I'll say this out right now. It's either persuasion or deception. Same modifier. So.
He's just rolling because it has that modifier.
Oh my.
Okay.
You generally don't.
He's a charisma-based caster. It's not a surprise.
You genuinely don't. You think he's probably telling the truth. Maybe. Up to you. You can think what you think.
Yeah.
He's a
Nikolai-
charismatic boy.
Yeah, Nikolai's a little. He doesn't know. Nikolai has personally probably never been to heaven before. He can't.
Probably.
Probably.
Turns out that that's like a lost part of his fucking memory. He's like an agent of God.
Um,
Anything
Okay.
else?
no.
Yeah, the sword's the sword. I don't like that it talks.
Right? Have I heard it talk? I think I have, right?
You heard it the one
Yeah,
time
you
that it
heard
was
say
out.
something, yeah.
Why does it talk? Do you?
I don't know. I told it to stop talking to me a while ago. It still does it though.
Is there a soul trapped inside of it?
Many, but I don't know which one's
Oh.
talking. Well, I'm pretty sure I know which one's talking. Yeah, the sword basically, anything that kills it, it kind of just stays in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Syl did identify it. Just last session, he told everyone what it did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As much as he knew.
It's a way, I think it was originally designed to kill devils and demons. That way their soul would not go back to the home plane so they could regenerate. Instead, they'd all go in here and just taps his hand.
Oh. What about mortal creatures that you kill? Do they stay in there too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I kill one of you people with it, just sucking the sword forever. He just shrugs.
Oh. Is there a way to release
No one has.
it?
No one's escaped from it so far. Do you want to see if you can be the first one? He's just
No. No.
Exactly. No one would want to test that shit out.
Sorry.
Nikolai doesn't say anything else.
Yeah.
He looks like he's
So
gonna
you
fall.
asked me a fuck ton of questions. Can I ask you some?
He looks like he was about to fall asleep and he like blinks back awake. Yes?
Well, like you said, your people are darn breed. So, what are you doing? Just making pay, exactly. Going around trying to make pay.
I am existing.
Yeah, fair enough. You have a guide?
Do I have
I
a
don't know
guide?
if your types
Guru.
get guides.
Hmm?
Has my guide ever actually spoken to me? I feel like it hasn't.
No. More of like
No.
vague prompts and weird dreams where it's just like showing imagery and such like that.
No. So it's like a Cassie kind of deal where it doesn't tell
Yeah.
me anything. No, I did not have a guide.
Strange.
You know you have a guide. It's just whether
Yeah,
or
I
not you
know.
acknowledge them. I was just okay.
Nikolai
Double
doesn't
checking.
Consider it a god if it's not
Yes.
helping him.
Okay, cool. Not a guide. Got it.
And how'd you come into being a follower of your god?
When I was young, I lived in the temple.
How much do I know about his god, girl?
Roll a religion check.
So he's about to start a fucking fist fight with the bird.
Only a 5.
Ah,
Does my background help me at all?
it helps you a little bit in that you're
Yeah.
aware. You're aware of the god. It's just
Yeah.
Heronius is not generally the most well known of gods. That are minor deity who works under other gods. Higher than certain elevations in celestial hierarchy. Those who worship under them tend to have a good reputation about them, just because they're either going to be, very, honorable people, or the people who, will charge into a situation and get shit done.
Yeah. Do I know who he serves under or no?
Not specifically, not with the 5.
No. Oh, your guard's one of the lesser ones, alright.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs followers, even the lesser ones.
Who just left?
EPR.
Oh, okay.
He's back.
Epic.
He's really gonna stop that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, I want to just have a conversation with you, but it seems like you're kind of just in a pissed mood.
No, not really.
Did you not sleep? You look tired.
I slept just fine. But
Said
going up,
slept, right?
but going up to someone and opening a conversation with the extinction or near extinction of their species probably isn't a good idea. It's not the best openers.
I mean, it's pretty interesting. I mean, the extinction of anything is usually a pressing matter.
It's not something you like to think about.
If you say so. He shrugs.
Still descends the stairs,
Oh,
Just tens.
he's beautiful.
Hey, Sue.
looking elegant.
Oh, Pog.
Well, I guess that's subjective, but you know, it's my opinion. So, yeah. So we'll just go. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What did
You're
what
not
you
a being
saying?
chaos, are you? No.
Oh wait, what?
He simply acts so if he's a being chaos.
I wouldn't say so.
Alright. Just curious, you know? Couldn't hurt to ask.
How are you both doing?
Good.
Oh,
Do I ever get that book, Guru?
Not yet. He's got he's got to get it from his familiar to actually give it to you.
Find it.
Motherfucker.
It's
I'm
a
waiting for
big ass
book.
library.
I traded information for a book. I've been waiting for a book all night.
what do you mean? Waiting for a
Alright.
book.
Do you
Well,
have a library or something?
yeah, but he doesn't like people going in it, and and he was willing to trade information for a book.
Well, that's not fun.
Yeah, I'll just let him see my sword.
The whole point of a library is that it's free access.
I was about to say the same thing.
Well, not personal library. That's only if it's for the public.
So,
Private library.
out the bar.
Aye, some folks have some fancy books. And they'll let people look at them, but not for free.
Well, technically it shouldn't be called a library, but a private collection.
Aye, but that's a mouthful sometimes. And if it's their books, I suppose they can call it whatever they want.
God, I so want to make a fucking joke about eating the books, but that's so out of character.
Just give him something he wants, I guess. Even though he technically doesn't say what he wants, he kind of just says he wants something, but doesn't say what he wants, so you kind of just have to guess it.
What did you give him?
I let him see my sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't seem that bad.
Also, outside of my sword, how the fuck did he shut you up? He just looks at the sword.
You no longer have our eyes. One day you will see.
Hello,
I fucking
Source.
hate you, man.
You hate me for a reason. He's like, you hate me for and then you desummon it.
He fucking always speaks this vague shit every time.
I agree. The Celestials and powerful beings like that tend to not be
I
very
think he
clear.
means. I think he means that he sees something that you don't.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to be fucking vague about it.
He could at least tell us what he sees.
Well, if he did that, he wouldn't be able to sound all high and mighty, though.
Exactly. Fuck the gods. God extends his hands while saying.
Oh my fucking
Sababella
god.
fucking holds up her hands.
I didn't say that. Can't really be talking like that in my current line of work.
Fair enough. I mean, if you people want to question it, you can. Do you want me to resummon it? If you want to question it, you can.
Well, if
I'm
you're
not
not
going
getting anything out of it,
Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't speak to the fuck really.
Does it scream in pain when you hit something with it?
well, that's a
No,
good
that'd
question.
be funny.
That would make sense. I mean, even if it's the sword, I imagine it still feels it.
No, it's not the
Mm.
sword. It's a soul in the sword, I believe.
Well, then wouldn't it be rattling around in there?
I don't think that's how it works.
Uh,
Well, the
I
sword's
would know.
the soul is a prison, so just think of this guy as another inmate.
Well, yeah, but if you shake a whole prison, wouldn't all the inmates be rattling around in their cages?
Alright, so do you want to question it?
No, that's just... No, it's making me think. It's too early in the morning for that.
Has anyone seen Juniper?
Yeah, she
She
ran
ran
down a
outside,
bit.
I think.
Yeah, she's probably just going to do something. It's fine.
Aren't
You
we
heard her
moving?
screaming.
If we hear her screaming, then Nikolai's gonna.
Wait,
do it.
hey, wait a minute. Based on how this works, Guru, do we hear the outside at all?
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, no, we don't hear.
Because I don't know if this table would be connected to the tavern that you would hear or not.
It's not connected in a way that you would hear noise.
Okay, no, never mind. Fuck that.
I'm a swivel at the bar, and I will like jovially tap out a nice beat on the bar to get the barman's attention.
Yes.
Well, good morning, Mr. Barman. I can't remember if we got your name at a
You
nice
did.
little bend. What was your name again?
You forgot.
Well, I don't have a very good memory. I'm sorry.
Simov.
Simo. Okay. I'll have to write that down somewhere.
Well,
I was just
he
wondering.
writes it down for you.
Oh, I can
Simov.
see that.
Help you remember it.
She'll probably fucking write that down somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping on this fine start of the day to perhaps get the payment we were looking for taking care of that wee beastie last night.
That wasn't a beast. That was a ghost. Sets down
Oh,
500
it was
gold.
something alright, but I'm not gonna be calling things names this time of the morning if I don't have to.
A bitch.
Yeah, you said it, I
Aye. Brings his drink.
I mean, to be fair, she also raises the drink, but she doesn't.
But yeah, I was
he placed
just
he placed it down.
I was just hoping to get the payment for that. And if I could also get my friend's payment, I think she just ran out to go do something, so I'll give it to her when
I think
see
he
her.
just gave us the full money, and we had to
Yes.
split it amongst ourselves.
Oh, did he give us the big money? Excellent.
Yes, he gave
How
you
much?
the 500 gold. He's not splitting it. You're splitting it.
Exquisite.
How much
Okay.
is that?
Oh, there's 1, 2,
There's 6 of
3,
us.
There's 6 of
4,
us.
5, 6. Alright, so that will be 80 gold, and then we'll have 20 left, so then it'll be 83 gold, and then we'll have
Like 20 left over?
2 gold left.
2 left
yeah.
over, yeah. Extra
I'm
0.
not gonna. I won't take the extra. So that's 83 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 129 gold. I don't like the number 9. I'm gonna take another to make it 130.
I have 419 gold. I personally don't like that money. I'm going to take the extra, so I have 420. I have the legendary
much,
gold. I'm spending nothing.
How much money do we get each?
83.
83.
Nikolai,
Go to Sil.
Yes.
did you hurt yourself?
What? What?
Did you take a long rest?
Yeah.
Why do you still have less than your max HP?
Oh, I forgot.
No worries. I was just like, I'm not throwing you into combat
For a while in the
immediately,
morning, it's fine.
but
I will look to Sil. Do you want to look at the fucking sword or talk to it?
Well, yes, I guess.
No. If it starts to get too if it starts to get too talkative, I'm gonna desummon him. Or too mouthy, I should say.
Mhm.
And he'll summon it. And
Okay.
just put it on the table.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Alright, man.
Hello.
Greetings.
These 3 idiots looking down at it.
Right.
Sabvilla is a smith. Is just she walks over.
Sword. Oh,
Well, hold on, it's my tavern, eh?
I was about to ask that.
Alright.
Do you have a name?
Would you like me desummoned?
Just look, they're interested. Do you want to talk?
Do you want me to say the name?
The name of the sword is the Eternal Prison.
Oh.
We'll go with that.
What if we call ya...
She actually thinks for a hot second.
Oh! What if we call ya Eon? That means a real long time, and I reckon someone eternally present would look at it like that.
I won't say no to that. It is not my name, but it is part of the title associated with me.
So, do you have a name other than the Eternal Prison? Or Eon?
I'm not allowed to say it, otherwise you won't get information.
There's a confidentiality agreement.
More of a, I would upset someone and you would no longer be speaking with me.
He's got a holy confidentiality agreement.
I look at Nif.
What?
Well, apparently you, or someone, would desummon it if it reveals its name.
There's multiple reasons I don't like this thing's name. You don't want to know it.
Okay.
It would be good to be privy to it at some point. Today, perhaps, no.
You don't want to know it today.
So,
He's
are you the warden of this prison?
Yes, we are.
More like a captive in it.
I see. So, what eyes do you possess that Nith here doesn't?
Nith had them before. He could see as I did. We saw and we understood many things.
Something like a jerk off motion.
What did you see in the bartender?
Why do you wish to know of the bartender?
Because I'm curious.
Curiosity can get you into places like me if you're not careful.
I thought it was pride that got you where you were.
Pride, curiosity, there are many ways to get here. You should know that. Foolishness.
Well, I know that curiosity killed the cat and all, but if I remember right, and I'm not sure that it's been a while, isn't the other half of that curiosity satisfaction brought you back?
That's only if it survives.
Well, not dead yet.
Walking around the hells, as an example, certainly wouldn't have satisfying results unless you were a truly wicked-minded individual.
I don't know if you went there to kill something and you managed to kill it. I imagine you'd be pretty satisfied.
Perhaps.
Hmm.
What else were you in curiosity of?
Who made you? Or who made the sword you are housed in?
We came into being. No creation, no forging. We came into being.
Hmm.
It was quite the fall to get here, but here we are.
So you came into being without a creator.
I wouldn't say that. Technically, I was created. But only if you count it as far as technicalities go.
Hmm. Then who?
You tempt me with the desire to say more than my share. We will say it as Nith and leave it at that for the time being.
Dip seems to he's like stopped paying attention to him. He's just like, "What's up, huh?" Hello, Ned.
Well, as this sword is saying that. As a short answer, apparently you are the one who created it.
Word? He just like looks at it. I don't think that's right, but alright.
Not the blade itself. You know what I mean.
I'll just desummon it.
Oh,
Okay, I'm doing
no.
off. I think it was chatting shit. He just looks very confused.
He's a fucker.
Savabell looks mildly put out.
I wanted to ask it if it hurts when it gets swung at something.
Oh yeah, sure. She summons it again. One more question. He just points at Savvy like a microphone.
This is
Sorry
the strangest
if
yo-yo.
this is annoying, but I was curious. Does it hurt when you get swung into something?
It doesn't hurt until they die. And it's not much of pain of physical pain so much as the screaming of their soul.
Oh, so it's like someone suddenly inside your head making a real racket.
Until they're quieted down.
Well, that's mildly alarming, but alright.
As long as they're not slain by myself, they tend to continue to their afterlife. Otherwise, I hear the scream, and it is snuffed out.
Just desummons.
Remind me what
Alright.
to get in the business end of that.
Yeah,
It said you created it.
yeah, I think it was chatting shit.
Did you create it?
No,
Um,
no, I didn't.
Nikolai is leaning against the back of the booth and he has his head tilted back and his eyes close again. His eyes have been closed that entire conversation. And when Nif answers, he closes them again.
Motherfucker fell asleep.
No, he
I
didn't
mean-
fall asleep. He his eyes closed.
I don't know who created it, but I'm like 57. No, fuck, that's low. 90% sure I didn't create it.
Maybe you did and you don't remember.
He just shrugs. I don't know. Fucking find out.
Has anyone seen Juniper?
I should not say it earlier. I don't think she's come back in yet.
Nikolai's gonna get up and go open the door and peek outside to see if he can see her. What's she doing? Do I see her?
Is she
What?
hyperventilating?
The bird has been squawking at the door.
You.
Judy's in the stables, fucking freaking the fuck out.
Okay.
Oh, bird freaking out. Let's go see what this is
Okay.
about.
You open the door, and you
Yeah.
look out, and it's you can see a ways as you would expect. It's a nice, bright, sunny day, and about 600, 900 feet away, you just see an end to the land. Not
What's
water,
beyond that?
just open
Yeah.
blue.
Oh, we got sky, yeah.
Pocket dimension.
Yeah.
No, this is the plane of air, I assume.
Oh, that's a lot of air, alright.
We were told we were coming here in the morning.
That's true, you did say that, you did.
You watch as a person is coasting along, like looking like they're just standing on this flat thing, and all of a sudden they just watch you as they just start nose diving, and then something snaps up, and they just catch part of the wind, and they just start going upwards at a very fast rate. Just
Well, there they go.
Where's Juniper?
I don't know.
By the stables, apparently.
you don't know that.
But I thought Paris said the bird.
Paris
was, like,
said that the bird is peeking
The
you out,
bird's
just
at the,
looking
like, at
around.
the door of the inn.
Yes.
Nikolai's gonna look at the bird.
I'll just cut my hands and scream, "Hey, Juniper, where you at?" Just like very, like, slightly still drunk. He
Pokes
started
her
his
head out
morning
of the
drinking
table.
up again.
Making the racket.
You'll need to move around to see them, and for them to see you.
Yeah. The person. No.
You know what?
Is
I'll just hit the pommel of my sword on the fucking side of the stable. Fuck it.
You guys hear banging from around the corner.
we'll approach. I
Yeah, it might
approach.
be her.
Ginny's over there.
Juniper.
I'm sitting in the hay,
What are you doing exactly?
lamenting.
You got
Why?
83 gold.
Don't
Sorry.
you realize
Like
this?
that.
The moment fucking she realizes Savvy is there, it is immediate moving away.
Alright, I'll hold on to it until you're ready.
Thank you.
Sabby, you bush scatter. Alright. Juniper, what do you need?
Huh?
Why are you panicked?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, like, her face has not stopped being red.
Yeah.
Do you need breakfast? Have you
I need
eaten
someone to throw me off the edge of the fucking
Alright,
cloud.
Nikolai, let's go help him. Then I grab one of her shoulders.
Yeah, this
No.
is fine, ready to die.
No. Fooling around. We have things to do.
Gosh, you are a fucking stick in the mud. Alright. Jennifer, what are we here? Why are we in the plane of air again?
What was that noise?
Guru made a noise.
Yeah, no, I'm looking around.
You peek your head out and you see that one of the people from before with a few friends as they're, for a lack of better explanation for the people who have seen it or remember it, Jim Hawkins' Treasure Planet.
Oh, bruh.
They are
why'd you
solar
have to put
sailing.
this shit? Why'd you have to put
I'm
this shit in
going to
your
look. I'm
campaign?
going to look.
You-
I have no dexterity here. I'm just gonna fall off.
I'm going to look.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I
I don't know
have
what that
all
is,
the
but I'm
dexterity.
curious.
You see people like some of them like you see actually as you go out, make a perception check.
Everybody?
Anybody?
Anyone who wants to.
Alright, let's
Alright.
see it.
I fucking rolled
There's-
a G on accident.
She rolled a 15.
Oh, I got a 17.
You got a 2 plus stuff.
Yeah, no, it's not plus stuff. It's just on its own. 2 plus 6, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so so it would need a tiny bit of physical moving of their head, and even then their eyes would not focus on it immediately. I will wait until Gina gets back because she is part of the people saying this.
We can just re-describe it later when she gets back.
Fair enough. So you know the scene with where Jim is basically just spinning.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So
Me
imagine a person in the air on a skateboard that is supposed to have a sail as part of it, putting the sail away, essentially turning the skateboard to no speed and just free falling and spinning around in circles.
Oh, okay.
And then as they're getting closer to a landmass, they snap open the sail and basically use the momentum that they have gathered from falling to move then forward as close to land as they can get without crashing.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you're looking at a group of daredevils.
Okay.
And you can hear their screaming and whooping as they're just whoosh.
Yeah.
And some of them are like moving close to this landmass, and so one of them actually just rockets past you guys. Air just spewing, surprisingly, not as much dust as you would have imagined. It seems that this is not exactly a dirt rock that you're on, but definitely a lot of air just kind of blasts in your face as you watch. You hear this, woo, woo, they just rocket past you.
Nikolai just sighs. Alright. Yeah.
I think I'd rather keep my feet on the ground, but I don't know if there is all that much ground to keep them on.
Why did we come to this?
I think the man asked us where we want to go next, and we kinda tossed out a few choices, and we
Oh.
ended up on the plane of air.
No, I didn't. If it's only air.
Well, I hope it's not just air. People got to eat something. I don't think they
Wow.
can just eat air.
I thought that would be obvious.
Nikolai's gonna go look if there's any other like landmass.
There are other landmasses connected by. You're not
Bridges?
certain. Bridges, yes. You're not certain how sturdy they are, is what I was about to say. But there are bridges that look like they have. It's like a. It's how do I put this? It's not fully a rope and plank bridge, so much as it's a rope and plank bridge / tunnel. Because there's other parts of it that are over top as well that look like they're there for some purpose, but you can't tell what it is based off of just looking at it.
I'm gonna like poke my head back into the stable.
Surely the bridges out here, and they're just kinda. Well, they're kind of flying, not gonna lie.
Oh, then I came back, you trying to find me.
I think you want to see this. I might stand a little further out. Yeah, once you can come out.
Then she kind of like backs up.
It's like talking to a friend, Grandma. She just looks at Savvy. Also,
Can-
repeat what you said, by the way, dude. Just the gist of it.
So-
I wouldn't be right back when he was describing people jumping off a cliff.
So you remember the Treasure Planet scene where Jim just free falls? And then he screams as he opens the sail right before he hits the ground?
You're welcome to go, what the fuck, but I've never seen Treasure Planet.
Cool. They're doing that.
Me like the only folks.
They are free. They have this sail that they push down, and they basically turn into a wheelless skateboard, very high up. Start falling, free fall, just spinning around in circles, and then as they're getting closer to the ground, snap the sail back up and basically coast as close to the ground as they can without hitting the ground.
It's like paragliding.
Kind of, except
Hang on. I'll grab
very
a picture
dangerous.
real
And you
quick
just hear
so
this
everybody can see.
as they
It's in
some of them
voice
go
chat
past you.
text.
Apparently, Mad was saying something, and I was talking over him. My bad.
No, I was quietly muttering. Don't worry about me.
I had no idea what you were saying. Now I feel bad.
No,
You
it's fine.
should've-
I was just
no,
saying that I
instead of-
had Treasure Planet shit. It's in voice chat text for everybody who has no idea what the hell Guru's talking about.
Ah, yes. Please and thank you. Giving them a visual is very much just this.
It's like a minute long too, so no worries.
Yeah, basically, they're a bunch of you wouldn't necessarily call them hooligans or such, but daredevils is the word I first used for it, and it's the most apt description of it because like they're getting
Okay.
like they're maybe like 5-10 feet off the ground when they're rocketing past you, and you're not sure if that's because they dipped down at some point or if that's where they just snapped up their sail and were able to catch the wind before they hit the ground.
Ironically, I remember this scene, so I think I've actually watched this scene before. Huh. She just kind of looked at him. Okay, so they're doing what exactly?
They're flying, but they're not flying using any kind of wings that I've ever seen though.
She'll get off and head over to her. Alright, I'm curious enough to ignore my mortification. Show me, please.
I'm sorry, say again. I was watching the Treasure Planet. See?
She said, I'm curious enough to ignore my mortification. Show me, please.
Yeah, she'll like walk her outside and point, and the dudes are still like hot dogging up there, I imagine.
I want to try it.
It looks dangerous. I wouldn't
So it's
advise
fighting a
it.
banshee.
If I wasn't quite so dense, I'd probably try it too.
Sill's gone back inside the bar, by the way.
Still, it's not.
Still's like whatever the fuck.
Are we all going to the market to sell the gems, or there's only a few people going?
I mean, I want to go just to see what they've got. I imagine because they live here, they got some pretty cool stuff.
Judy nods her head.
Alright.
You ain't gotta come if you don't want to.
No, I should.
Well, maybe we could find you a better cloak. This one's looking a little tattered.
What do you mean?
He
It's
lifts up
not
the cloak,
Yeah,
and I'm sure that it's a little bit tattered since we've been in a couple of fights.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
I mean, we could make a day of it, just enjoy the day in a different dimension.
We could also
It's
try
not-
and dress you up a little bit. She's looking at Nicola.
No.
Didn't we say we would practice you trying to be a little bit more outgoing?
Yes, but my clothes are fine. They wear enough layers. Yeah, he does.
I think the plane of air probably has lighter clothes than you could possibly imagine.
I prefer to be as impervious to any kind of damage as often and as thoroughly as I
Impervious?
can.
She lifts the tired fucking cloth up.
But there's
Impervious
also like
damage, huh?
there's also like armor beneath that.
Something to wear underneath the armor when you ain't wearing the armor.
He wears heavy armor actually.
He would not be wearing heavy armor because he cannot do that and do all some of the other stuff he does.
That's true. They can't rage while they have heavy armor on, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it's medium armor then. Okay. Sorry, I forgot that. It's been a long time since I've raged.
You're fine. It's
You
something
didn't-
to wear when you aren't wearing the armor.
I have other clothes.
I have only seen you in the armor, the cloak, and a tank top.
Oh. I've not needed to wear other clothes.
Well, then you'll figure out the fun of it.
Well, yeah, you didn't need to wear one with their clothes. Bet you would have been comfortable.
Nicola doesn't have his ankles.
She gives Nikolai
That
big
fucking
eyes.
raises an eyebrow.
She gives Nikolai big eyes. The puppy
Okay.
look.
Okay.
She hugs him. Thank you. Touch. It's gross.
We might want to find out where the market is in the first place.
Junie heads to inn, tavern.
Let's switch to Sill because
Yeah.
it's exactly that.
Meanwhile,
Man with his long leg beating us.
Dad.
Yes.
Switch.
Map to the nearest city. He'll basically kind of look at you and just be like, "There's really only like one bridge over to the nearest rock that's floating around here, and there's a few more that are attached to it. Basically, this entire formation is a city. We're just on one of the more outskirt parts of it because convenience."
Okay,
over a
so
trouble
where
there.
is the center of the city which may contain the market?
So, go across the rope bridge, and you're there. In the marketplace, at least. That's not the centermost part of it. If you want to do that, you have to go across. You have to keep going straight after you go across the rope bridge to the next rope bridge, and go across that one, and then you'll be in the center of the city.
Thumbs up. He walks out the bar, probably bumps into Juniper.
She like runs smack into his fucking chest, the tall bitch.
Impact.
Supple chest. Oh.
Supple! You weigh like 120 pounds!
Is he a twink?
Is he a tank?
He has 13 strength, okay?
Alright,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
almost a twunk.
You're a twunk.
He's getting there.
He
No, he's a
pushes
twunk.
Still pushes up his glasses.
Sorry.
What
I say you need at least
what are you
14 strength
doing?
to be a twunk.
Well, we were gonna poke our head in to see if we can figure out if the Simoff had a map.
No. Apparently you don't need one. He looks over for the bridge.
So that's the first time Juniper's seen the rope bridge?
Oh yeah, and by the way, it is more of a rope tunnel.
Okay, thank God. Okay, thank
Did
God.
someone
Okay, thank
braid a
God.
rope tunnel
Basically,
over
it has the bridge part of it, the rope for like railings, except they're a little bit more to the side, and there's like, it's got netting in between each of the rope
Okay,
parts
so-
of it, and then it's got it over the top as
so-
well.
The way that I imagine it, like the Jurassic Park inside the bird cage, that tunnel-esque kind of thing that they went through that was busted. That's what I'm imagining, just not metal.
At first, I just thought fucking Shrek when they going over the volcano.
I'm looking down! No, if that was a rickety ass fucking bridge like that, you would have to carry Juniper.
But yeah, so just points at it and goes, the market's over there. Center of the city is apparently just straight beyond over another rope bridge.
She immediately starts walking.
So her to fly over there.
Meg! She immediately just points to the city. Go ahead and fly. Stretch your wings, baby.
Oh god, I'm so tempted to fucking blow my ability on it. Fly over there.
Do it! Do it!
No.
Fucking do it! Be the Chad Nikolai was meant to be!
No, I don't think he'd do it.
Blow. Go on, blow.
No!
Be the
So, the wings he flies with, is it his head wings?
No,
No.
no,
that would be hilarious.
no,
Because
his
I would
back
say-
is-
It's like a
No.
propeller hat.
Ow, ow, ow.
He was like, I don't think anybody would have seen it here because he has the cloak on, but like the back of his, it's like open back. It's like one of those virgin killer sweaters, but like not as skimpy.
Nice.
So the question would be, wouldn't his tank top be like that as well? Because in that case, Juniper knows.
I don't know if it would be.
He's
Does
like,
he
I'm just chillaxing. My wings ain't gonna fucking expand mid-sleep. You're screaming a couple weeks later. Fuck!
You probably would have noticed.
I'm just saying, like, if he turned her back ever, I'm gonna be straight up with you. She was looking at that man.
She's gonna get whacked in the face with his wings. I like to think that they're there permanently, even if you can't fly with them, because it's just fun, appearance-wise.
You could have him as tattoos.
Yeah. Ooh.
I love that
Either
reaction.
tattoos
Yeah.
or
Ooh.
look like a brand on you almost.
I want
You
them to
know.
actually be there. That's...
I
Not
don't
actual
think you
wings.
could technically have that, because then they would
Yeah.
be shining like a motherfucker.
That's true.
You would
Yeah,
have
whatever.
no way of hiding them.
What if they're like all folded up like origami?
They would still glow.
It's like, oh, they glow.
Yeah.
That's right. What if they just don't glow? When he's not in.
The reason they glow is because of the energy that's going into them to make them exist, sweetie.
Oh.
Your wings aren't technically there. They are ethereal. Or
Yes.
ephemeral, whatever the fucking word is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
I just thought it would be fun. Okay, never mind.
It's
yeah,
fine.
It's just open back, and he has it open back, so there's room for them to expand and be.
Hot. Alright, let's go.
Alright, yeah, we're going in, boys.
Judy will,
Nikolai
however.
has a- Oh, sorry, I was just gonna ask, does Nikolai have a strong back?
Yeah.
Let's test that theory. Bend over, big boy.
No! Could probably carry one of you as he flies, but I don't know if
Carry two of
anybody
you.
wants that.
It's not fair.
Hey.
Bend over, make the knees touch your elbows. Right.
So, as they walk, Judy will like turn around and kind of start walking backwards. So, Nikolai, I have a question for you. Why did you just sound like a fucking mouse that was stepped on?
Oh, everybody has been talking to me so much today.
You. I
It's
wanna
because
talk
it's
with
fun
you.
to make you flustered.
Well, that too. But
So sad.
I mean, he seems more flustered from talking than when I actually give him a peck on the cheek. He didn't react to that. He shut
He
down.
just seems sad right now.
You can fly, can't you?
I
Yes.
can fly.
No, Sil. Not you.
Oh.
Do you enjoy it?
I can only do it for a limited amount of time.
That's not what I asked.
I would have to do it more to.
Flying
I-
is fun.
Don't think about it when I do it. It is instinctual and usually during combat.
Well, I mean, okay, so hear me out. Don't just outright say no like you usually do. The only way to find out if you enjoy something is to try it, and I doubt that we're going to be doing anything dangerous other than just going to look towards the boards, which I don't think you'll be doing.
But you don't know that.
No, but you don't know if we will be.
I prefer to err on the side of caution.
And if nothing happens? Alright, here, how about this? When we get ready to mount down for bed, why don't we try it then? You don't have to fly everywhere around, but just, like, try it.
Alright.
Here we go.
Do you
Yeah,
fly
right.
on the bird unit?
She's not big enough for that yet.
Nah, once you
Unfortunately.
do it, always love flying. I haven't done it in a long time.
I'll see if I can find a saddle to fit 2 people.
Well, he points to he looks around to like where the people were. I've less flown, more fell style. And was looking at the people, looks back to like the cliff the guys were jumping off of.
That looks real fun, and I'm gonna have to look into that. But, let's
Syl goes up to Nikolai
Yeah, well,
and he's like, you only have one life, and you can't spend it all hiding away. He just looks like, well, he walks away, but like he's still walking in the same direction.
oh, you fake D motherfucker. He grumbles.
What does he grumble?
You fake deep motherfucker.
Jade Smith and ass.
Thank you, motherfucker.
Yeah, he did.
What? Nikolai actually said this.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my fucking god, dude, if his jaw fucking drops.
What?
Oh my god, he
Still-
does have a spine.
Sil gives Nikolai slightly incredulous look, but then kind of claps, just like, well done. You actually managed it.
Not even insulted, he's like, finally!
I mean, being fair, earlier he just straight up said he didn't like me, so.
That's
He's just
normal.
smiling.
I
Progress.
think that's
Yeah, I just didn't
progress.
care, though.
Aye, that's
Oh, every single one of you.
No, you don't. You like me. That's why you hang around me so much. Unless you have another attachment to me. She raises her eyebrow at him.
We're on the same team.
You. I'm
Oh,
on
do
the
we have a
same
team,
team as
man?
y'all people. You're the only one who sits behind me like I need to be guarded.
No.
I mean, he probably just likes the view.
Oh, I just had to-
That is not the noise you want to be making.
what noise did I make?
You wanna-
No, that was my character. I'm just sighing.
She kind of looks at him. Well, I mean, now the question is, do you?
Do I what?
I mean, who wouldn't?
Gay men?
I mean, even gay men can appreciate a fine arse.
I doesn't mean you have to be one gender or another. You can have it no matter what.
Yeah.
Shrugs and starts walking.
Like,
Like
I've got a
forward.
nice arse.
You really do.
Yeah. Clench.
Clench!
Unclench.
I just thought of Patrick from SpongeBob and like the butt exercise.
Like iron.
Oh god, I'm assuming we make it to the marketplace as we accost poor Nikolai. This poor man, he doesn't deserve this.
Y'all are so
He does.
rude. Bro, he's just trying to exist.
He's just trying to live his life.
Yeah, we're trying to live our lives around him.
He never answered, by the way. She did notice that.
No, he said what view? He said something along the line of
If
that.
you enjoy the back view.
The back view of what?
Junior
I
back.
asked Maggie.
My carriage.
Oh,
My carriage!
not particularly. The gems looked shiny, and I was interested in how much they might be worth.
He still hasn't answered the question. She like looks at the rest of the group.
I
No.
think you did. I think you said you didn't particularly enjoy the view.
I
Oh,
wasn't really paying attention.
looks
To be fair, he seemed pretty zonked out when you got.
that is fair. You did seem tired.
Do you like my arse?
Are you asking him that?
Huh?
Are you asking him that?
Yeah.
I don't like you or anything that's on you.
You like my sword, probably.
No.
Who do you like?
Oh.
Just pats his shoulder. Don't answer too quickly now.
Are you guys on the
Anyway,
rope
did
bridge?
you have a name for your group?
Nope.
Sorry, girl, are you saying?
I said, are you on the rope bridge?
Yeah.
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 Probably.
When as you're asking this, you feel the bridge kind of rattle a bit as you see a few of the people who have been moving around just like fly over and under, just and it rocks it a little bit, but it's like a.
So Junie immediately grabs on Nikolai's cloak as soon as that bridge starts walking.
It wobbles only a little bit, which really shows
I
the
know.
structural integrity of it. Which actually, I need to roll something.
Holy
shit about it.
If
Oh.
you break this bridge,
I'm not going to break the bridge.
I was
How,
gonna say Nikolai would have grabbed onto whoever's next to him in preparation to use his ability. And
I'm just gonna like crouch to lower my center of gravity.
Crouch. You can't get
Since
much
your
lower.
gravity's already pretty slow.
I know, but I'm making it better.
you see one of them trying to do a real gamer move and try and
Shit.
he doesn't he technically doesn't eat shit, but he technically absolutely eats shit as he tries to like do a thing where he flips upside down basically to do a corkscrew, but he does it right as he's approaching the bridge,
Oh, no.
And you just watch this man just get suddenly slam into the side of the bridge. Again, it only wobbles so much, and you just watch him just like get tangled, and he's just staring down at you all, and you just hear their board just go down
I
into
hope
the
that
nothingness
wasn't
below.
expensive.
Ooh, Guru.
Hmm.
As it goes to fly, can I try to shoot it with Eldritch Blast?
You're trying to shoot the
Board.
okay.
Yeah. Can I try to shoot it? Like,
Yeah.
discus.
Sure.
We'll have to roll.
Roll a hit.
What's this thing? What do you think this AC is? 9?
It's higher than a 9.
Ah, shame.
What does this guy look like, or what species?
Very like a almost like a pale skin, faintly bluish tinge to it. Wispy, kind of like a pale yellow sort of hair.
Is this Machinasi?
Possibly, yes.
I'm gonna
Guys,
cut
it's
my
Mega
hands.
Ganassi.
I'm gonna cut my hands and I'm gonna shout out to him.
I give ya 10 for effort, but that's about a 2 for execution there.
I'd say fuck you, but I'd prefer to get down.
Do you need some help?
I
I
won't
personally
you
think-
was dead.
I probably think him hanging up there is a pretty good life lesson, you know?
Fuck you specifically.
I agree. You should leave him.
And you specifically.
How far away is he?
About 10 feet up.
I'll whistle for Merryweather.
Are you having fun up there?
I was.
Are the ropes like supporting anything that he's tangled in?
Technically, it's supporting the bridge.
Yeah, just
Okay. I won't.
Cut them.
I'll go up to underneath him,
Mm-hmm.
call for Mary.
Mary is
So
like
you're gonna
behind him.
have to trust me on this one.
No, but why?
Because I'm going to try and get you down.
Okay, I'm listening a bit more intently now.
She's going to try and untangle you. I'm gonna grab your hand so you don't plummet to your death.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say I can't look behind me. She who ow, no, something's got my back. Ah,
It's
God.
her! It's my companion! Calm down!
I love the idea that her beak is so sharp and her talons so long. If she messes up here, she could cut a rope.
Yeah, Nicola's gonna get ready to eat
I'm
Papa's
gonna be-
ability in case this guy actually. In case
I'm
they
gonna be
miss this
real
guy.
honest. He actually has a pretty blunt beak. It's the talons that are the concern.
Yep. You're gonna do what?
Me, I'm gonna get ready to pop my ability in case this guy, in case they fumble and starts to fall.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Can I climb up these ropes?
You could technically climb up the ropes. Yes, this is something you can do. So you can do that and kind of grab hold of him to help pull him through. The temptation's there, but I don't really see a need to have you guys fighting free fall right now. That's for
Please
later.
don't. Please don't.
I agree, do it. It sounds fun.
Oh, please don't.
Oh.
Please do.
I'll say
Uh,
Paris. You can choose between yourself and Mary to make a dex check with advantage.
just straight dex check.
Advantage.
I'll allow sleight of hand
I'll
if you're
do it.
proficient, because you're trying to slide him through the ropes.
I'm not. So let's do some dex. Off of 14.
That's not
awful.
bad. You're able to keep Mary from cutting any of the ropes with her little claws, and are able to get him. He's going to have some rope burn, but he's alive, and he falls to the ground. He kind of just land, he lets himself just land, just thump on the ground, just like staring up. He's just like, I lost my board.
I let him fall.
You had to climb up there to get there, so even if you're like holding on to him, he lets himself just kind of be dead
Oh,
weight.
he just fucking.
I
Okay.
mean, being fair, I tried to get you bored, but it kind of was flipping too much.
Yeah, no, it's not my first one I've lost. It's just that kind of stupidly difficult.
How
Calm down.
expensive are
Depends on where you go to get them made. They can be anywhere from 100 to plus gold. If you get one of the really, really good ones, they're in like the 1,000 range.
It's a lot of money to just be throwing away.
Oh no! He points out, and you actually see one of the people is flying around. He's got a board over his head. He's like, "It looks like my friend got it, but yeah, he's not gonna give it back until I admit I owe him a favor, and that's gonna end up getting me kicked right in the crotch again."
What's your name?
Uh, 1 second. I had his name, and now my my mind just went bonk and completely lost it.
Guru got bonked like that dog in that picture.
Oh great! This is
I have to
exactly.
ask,
Huh?
how built this man? We talking lean, twink, twunk, what?
Wiry.
Alright.
Like he's like not like strong athletics, but strong acrobatics. Very
Whoa.
very good core.
Okay. She's holding her hand out to him.
Presses it against their abs.
The Captain America scene where she's like trying not to get Steve's pecs.
We're just saying now, if you want, you can go back to what you're doing and sawed off a bit.
Nah, I'm not gonna get that back in for a while. Name's Argo.
Jennifer. And I mean, he's gonna accompany us for the rest of the bridge. I did kind of get him down, so he kind of owes me.
You see his face kind of fall at that, just like, okay, I get it. Oh.
She pats his arm. Don't worry, I'm a cheap date, and we'll continue to walk across the bridge.
I'm an expensive slut.
You see, that's what I was expecting her to say. Why
No,
is
I'm
she the
just
cheap
honest.
one?
I mean, she pays for my shit when she asks me out and shit.
I'm. If I like you.
What? He kind of like glances to the others who haven't spoken yet. He's just like, are they always like this?
Just start moving, Green Bean.
He is moving. He's just with the people in the back, just kind of like, are they always like this?
Nikolai snorts.
I'll take it as a yes.
I think Nikolai is actually the biggest subject of Judy's generosity.
Yeah, he is. No, he's amused with the nifty.
You just like Green Bean.
Yeah, he liked green bean. That was pretty much it. He gives like a little like chortle or like a snort.
Why is Nikolai so fucking cute? Oh, what have you done?
I've just been my best self. I don't know what you're talking about.
But yes, I actually think that as you guys are entering the city, that will be a good place to end the session, just because I know that Oz tends to need to sleep.
Yeah, I sleep for like an hour.
I will.
Need to.
Can we at least like sell the gems?
Yeah. Please.
I will give you the amount. Just remind me.
Alright.
Fuck! I forgot to fucking put my money in. Shit.
This was a good session.
Also, the name of the city is a.
Put it in the chat.
I'm grabbing it.
You could really say Green Bean broke a wind, huh?
God damn it.
God damn it.
Nikolai snorts again.
I love this bag. I don't like you. Immediately starts laughing at shit.
I mean, if you think about it, he said he didn't like me. He didn't say I wasn't funny.
That's fair.
It is Crepo.
Football.
Crippo.
What
It sounds like the Italian way of saying cripple.
what does Argo? What's Argo?
Argos and Air Genasi.
Oh.
A very well dressed Air Genasi. Like, granted, he's
Bitch. Nothing.
No, you're not going to get the rest of the thing. Because I don't.
Alright, fine. I'll say it if you say it.
My brain just kind of shut off for that. that's not me being like, no, you don't get it because of no. You said it, and my brain just kind of went, and I don't want to say it anymore, so I'm not going to remember it. I'll remember it next time, Maybe, if I remember it. Thank me
Fucking knew
later.
this bitch was fucking noble.
Huh?
Well, not noble. Higher end.
Gucci?
You don't own a board like that and not have some sort of money.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
He just said 100 gold. For the cheap
it's
one.
basically like owning a car.
Yeah, it's a cheap end car. It's like a couple years old. Mildly refurbished. I mean, it's got some scratch on the runes, but if you make sure to paint it in once a month, you're probably fine. Maybe once every 3 months if you can push it.
Do we want to do the shopping in character, or just say what we get and just do like any
We'll probably have
DMs?
We'll probably have next session be like you guys having a chance to like roleplay walking around, like the actual business transaction we can have off screen, just to say that you guys have extra spending money basically. Unless you want to do it in character, I don't care either way. I'm here for the ride, and I'm here to throw you guys off
Honestly,
cliffs into the sun and through the stratosphere, because you know what? Sometimes that'll just be fun to have my own forms of chaos.
Honestly, there are just like 3 people I now need to roleplay with, and it's tormenting me.
I gotta. This was very fun. Thank you, Guru.
I do my best.
One of them.
Oh, bye. Nicholas.
This Reawakening is my catharsis D&D, where I'm just like, you know what? If I want to, you guys could be on this place and suddenly hear boing, 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 and see fucking Mario if I so please. I don't know. I haven't figured out if I'm crazy enough yet. I can promise you this, though.
Clouds!
Mario is not on this island, but he's here in the world somewhere.
I'm sorry. If I see a man like bouncing on the clouds making ruckus, I don't know if I will be able to contain my want to just clothesline that bitch with a quarterstaff.
I mean, you say that like you can. Actually, no, you probably could beat his AC, but you say that like you could beat him in Mortal Kombat.
Combat, I just want to see him eat shit!
Fair enough. I mean, he'll just
Mario
fall on his ass and go, ow!
Mario's killed people for less, Paris.
Mario's killed people for existing.
That being said, let's get
So
off
many
and
goodness.
get some sleep. Bye!
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!